Oh, whew. I just had to do some moving. I hope everybody's doing great and fantastic. I don't know who's going to join me or not, but I look forward to having this dialogue. Recently, I was watching a hangout, and of course, hey Yada, you are here, and I'm glad that you're here. And it's always a pleasure. Hopefully, you can hear me. So, type of one if you can hear me, because I never know if people can hear me or not, because I can't hear myself. But yeah, recently I was watching a hangout. You know, this hangout, a lady made a statement. She said, and this is a lady who's a pro-black, very um, let's make it black people type person. Said, I've never had a positive interaction with a black man, and I just thought when I heard that, really, that's crazy. I've dealt with a lot of people in my life, and almost every group of people I've ever dealt with, I've had a positive interaction. So for somebody just to make a statement like that was perplexing to me. That's like, man, that's like saying everybody you meet, nobody is. Oh, my head is itching. Woohoo! That's like saying, out of all the millions of black men in America, you never met one black man that you just had a positive interaction with. And of course, it could have been hyperbole what the lady was saying, but it was just, it was mind boggling. Um, if anybody knows me, I'm all about positivity and love. So whenever I hear somebody say, um, I've never had a positive interaction with a black man, I wonder where that comes from. Is that bundled up hate? Is that like hate at your father? Where those feelings come from? And that's something I want to know, because I've had plenty of positive interactions with black women. I love black women, but I've had negative interactions with black women too. I've had positive interactions with black men, and I've had negative interactions with black men. But I've had negative interactions with dogs, and positive interaction with dogs and cats and everything. So when people make blanket statements like that, does that come from just hate? Is it just hate as a black man as a group, or is it something more? So this is hopefully a dialogue we can have. Hopefully somebody will get in on and say, yes, I've never had a positive interaction with a black man, or somebody will say, um, I have not, whatever they want to say. I just want to understand where people come from. And these are the type of dialogues I wish I could have with people. Um, because I think everybody has to go through what they go through. So why would you ever make a blanket statement saying that I've never had a positive interaction with a group of people? That makes no sense to me. Maybe it'll make sense to you, but not to me. So that's something I want to understand. That's something I'm trying to understand, and that's something I would love to dialogue with. I would love to dialogue with people about interactions and feeling great when dealing with other people, because I've dealt with so many people that were fantastic that I never let one negative interaction shape my world. And I know a lot of people will say I've never had a positive interaction with white people, or you have people that are from the other side that would say I've never had a positive interaction with a black man or a black woman. I've never had a positive interaction with the police, but I've had positive interaction with the police. I've had positive interactions with all type of people. So this is something that I wish that we could have an open dialogue about, and people really go on and dive in and say, "Hey, why not? Let's talk about it." But let me take a water break. Hold on. For anybody who knows, this is going to be an open hangout. If anybody wants to jump in and say something, you can always put your email in the chat, and I will invite you. But really, let me speak. Let me just go on. There are so many beautiful, wonderful people in the world, and I love them. But there's always going to be people that you're not going to like, and people that are going to be evil. So I'm always trying to understand how you can let one situation, one experience, put a whole group of people into a negative slant. I've never understood that. I listen to a lot of people when they speak, and a lot of times people are coming from that perspective of hate, and they can't get past that hate and anger. And that's something I'm really great at doing. I don't hold on to hate. I don't hold on to anger. I don't hold on to bitterness, because it's pointless. It's I have too much greatness to think about other than hate, pain, and anger. And for anyone, I want you to move past that. I would love to hear other people tell me, even in the chat. If you just type in the chat, if you've never had a positive interaction with a black man, let me know why. What makes you think that? Don't you understand what a positive interaction is? Whenever somebody says hello, how are you doing? That's a positive interaction. So how can somebody ever make a blanket statement like that? I've had plenty of positive interactions with white people, with Asian people, or Latin people, or indigenous people, and I've had positive interactions with gangbangers, people that are probably considered dope dealers, and they were positive. I mean, I may not like what they were doing, but it doesn't mean that they weren't nice and kind and polite and positive to me. So that's what confuses me sometimes. I don't understand that. Yeah, you say I limit my interactions with people. Black men are mean to women they find attractive. Maybe she's unattractive. I don't agree with that. Black men are nice to anybody who's nice to them. And I'm a black man, so I don't care if you're unattractive or not. If you say hello to me, I'm gonna say hello to you. I've had more black women ignore my hello than I've ever had. I've seen a black man ignore a woman's hello. Any woman that speaks to me, I don't care what she looks like. She's nice, I'm nice. I've had more women, and I think I'm not bad looking, that have like look at you and like, how they have that George Clooney. I gotta use the white guys because I hear them tell the stories. Brothers probably won't admit it, but the George Clooney and the Brad Pitts admit that we were good looking, but I tried to talk to women and they would diss me, and I had to become famous for the women to become attractive. But in general, I think that people are polite and nice when you're polite and nice to them, depending on how you interact with them. So what you're saying, I really interact with black men, not even once in my family. You've never been to DC, Gilmore. I've been to Virginia. I never went to DC, tell you the truth. I was right there, never went. So I want to say, yeah, I have, but I've landed close. Oh man, I think it's a lot of great people, and I've had a lot of positive interaction with people. So it always amazes me when somebody can make a blanket general statement saying, I've never had a positive interaction with a black man. Man, there are millions of black men in America. I don't know the exact number. I can try to look it up, but it fluctuates. So I know there's more than 25 million black men in America. And you probably had at least one. Listen, I don't care if you're a criminal or whoever you are. Even you can have a good, well, what, tell you the truth, anybody who's ever broken the law is a criminal. So if you got a parking ticket, you're a criminal. So I've had plenty of great interactions with people who've gotten parking tickets. So I've had great interactions with criminals. We never know what people do behind closed doors. We never know where somebody's coming from. We never know how they feel. But listen, you should never make statements. I mean, I can't tell people what they should not say. They can say whatever they want to say. But for you to say, I've never had a positive interaction with a black man is preposterous. And that's hyperbole. And I guess that's how you touch the emotions. I think most people they want to feel something. So they want to feel your anger and they join in. They want to be like the dark side, like Darth Vader. I'm sure. Feel your anger. Let it pull you in. And let's see, I'm not about that. I'm about positivity. So this is a statement that I could never make, and it's something that I can't comprehend. How could you ever say that I've never had a positive interaction with a black man? How many black men have you met? One? That's crazy. Because I bet you, if you out of 100 black men, I'm telling you, 99 of them are not going to be mean to you. They're going to be kind and polite. And I bet you a black man will come to a black woman's defense faster than anybody else, especially if it's legit. Now, if you create your own negative situation, like you got to see a movie called The Way of the Gun. And his sister was talking trash to the men. And so her boyfriend was coming to go fight the men, and they just started beating the girl up. And it was funny because she created her own demise, and they started beating the heck out of her. And that's what I was saying. If you try to start the beef, then you're going to receive the repercussions. But if you're innocent and black men know about it, we're probably going to defend you. We're probably going to defend you if you're guilty. So for any sister to ever say, I've never had a positive interaction with a black man, really blows my mind. Hey, Simply Deep, I hope you're doing great. I hope you're doing great. See, the Jews about to make me. I enjoy the troll, so I'm gonna get into it. Listen, I've seen OJ had some good commercials. The Jews had some good commercials back in the day. So people had positive interactions when he was jumping over luggage. That wasn't a negative interaction. And he was being nice to the kids. He was like, "Hey, did you sign my card?" So even if the Jews did some dastardly deeds, people have still had positive interactions. So what the statement of the title, for someone to say, I've never had a positive interaction with a black man, is preposterous. I'm gonna keep using that word because that's crazy. Like right now, if you're listening to me, you're having a positive interaction because I want you all to have a great day. I love you all. You're all fantastic. I want you to smile. I'm not here to bring you pain. Isn't this a positive interaction? So if any person comes and checks out what I'm saying, hopefully you'll find this is a positive interaction because I want you to do well, be great. Simply Deep, 1985, my brother. I hope you're doing great and you are great. I hope everybody's great. So I don't understand about anyone saying they haven't had a positive interaction. Everybody can have a bad situation, a bad circumstance. Everybody thinks they can have it wrong all the time, but you can't let that wrong experience put a whole group as into negativity. That's not what I'm going to do. And that's like me saying all sisters are evil. No, it's a lot of beautiful, fantastic, wonderful sisters. There's a lot of sisters that are charismatic in however they are, but I can accept it. I've met women that have been out there. I've met positive people from all walks of life. For me to ever put somebody down would be crazy. Every black man isn't as nice as you, Gilmore. Look at the other men in the manosphere. Well, everybody's different. But listen, even somebody who can be evil can have a good moment, no matter how you feel about them. And I never let one negative interaction. So let's say somebody talks bad about me, which is going to happen. But I don't let that one experience of badness take away their positivity or the good that they're doing in the moment. We can look at I try not to use names, but let's use Bill Cosby. For anybody to say Bill Cosby wasn't positive at some point would be crazy. Bill Cosby did a lot of good with the Cosby Show, with his comedy, with his rhetoric, he was trying to promote the push forwardness, the positivity for black people. So not saying that he hasn't did anything wrong, because we know that he's done things that are wrong or would be called moralistically not right, but you still can't say you've never had a positive interaction with a black man. Those type of generalizations are crazy. And I think a lot of people are just crazy and delusional. I think you're delusional. See, me, when people think, like, I think I just want to be kind and great. I want to be unique. I want to be Charles. I don't want to be anybody else. So mostly what I try to preach is love. And I'm not here to attack people, because I could have actually put the title of the person who said the crazy comment, and I could actually speak about them. But hopefully people would, if they watch enough of YouTube stuff, they would know who I'm talking about. And that's crazy. It's crazy when so many black men who send or say they're pro-black will follow. I mean, I don't take the statement as being actually literal, but just making the statement in general is crazy. Because if you could have a civil dialogue with a black man and they're on your show promoting what you're talking about, then how can you ever make a statement saying I've never had a positive interaction with a black man? To me, I would take that as offensive. That's like, listen, I'm gonna keep saying the same rhetoric. I'm gonna keep going in the same circles. I have had plenty of positive interactions with black women. I have black women that are married, black women that are single. I've had positive interaction with baby mothers and prostitutes, thoughts, whatever you want to call the names, and not to be negative of black women, but in every walk of life, I've met positive people. Like they could separate whatever they've done or whatever is being considered as incorrect or immoral and be good people. So we can't hold one circumstance or several instances about an interaction. You could have met a murderer and he could have killed a lot of people, but he could have just helped you right at that moment because you were nice. And that was still a positive interaction. I'm not saying what he said it was a positive thing, but don't ever let one situation say, put a whole group in a bad place. It doesn't make sense. Okay. You say maybe she meant beyond hello, but listen, you got to take every instant as that one instant. You can't take the whole total. Like, okay, if somebody asks me for $1 and I give them $1, that's a positive interaction. Just take that moment. I don't care if it lasted for an instant and every other black man hit you in the behind, but one person, one time was nice to you. So you got to look at what has happened, not what is not happening. And that's what's crazy. Hello, Nikki, my co-host. I had missed you. Where have you been? Look who the cat dragged in. It's Nikki. Yeah. But anyway, that's what's crazy to me. My hangout is open. If somebody wants to join, just say, hey, I want to talk about this, because I would love to hear the ladies' perspective and some men's perspective, because I've had plenty of positive interactions with black men. Of course, I'm a black man. I love me. So I've had positive interactions with me. But I would love to hear a woman, if any woman want to get on, say that I've never had a positive interaction with a black man and tell me why. And if you have had positive interactions with black men, tell me why. That's what I would love to know. This would be so interesting. But I'm the most known unknown man on YouTube, so nobody wants to join me. Even my topics are great. They don't want to join in. They don't want to say anything. They want to say, well, say something in the comments. Maybe I got to make some more negative videos and say black women suck. Maybe they'll join, but I don't believe that. I think black women are great. I love them, but I love all women. I love every woman who's nice to me, and the bad ones I don't love. So That's what it is. I would love to hear one person. Yeah, I want to hear. Listen, I know people. They don't even respect. Maybe they say he's just a sperm donor. I've heard more than one woman say that. But sometimes you need to meet your father and understand what happened, why your father and your mother didn't get together, and it could be different situations. A lot of times women have the primary responsibility as being the caregiver, and they never probably meet their father. So it is what it is. Um, I will, always want to hear what people have to say. That's what it is. I want to know if a woman has never had a positive interaction with a black man. Tell me. I would love to hear why you think that, because you're having a positive interaction with me at this moment. Hopefully, you're listening to me, and if you're listening to me, um, you should say, you know what, this is a good experience. I'm having a great experience and a positive interaction with Charles. So I will defeat. I promise. No one can say they haven't had a positive interaction with a black man if they're talking to me, because I'm gonna tell you they're great. Even when you're stupid and dumb, I'm gonna say, ha 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 ha, ha. You're still great, you dummy, you. We can be dummies together. So wouldn't that be a positive interaction? You know what I'm saying? That's so crazy. So when people make those yes, you guessed correctly, but I'm not saying that you said it. Yes, but that blew me away. Hearing somebody say that is crazy to me. That's who said it. Yada got it, and it was on a hangout. And I'm like, wow, that's crazy. I wish I should have saved the timestamp. And you know what? Maybe it's for hits, but if you're all about positivity and promoting the black cause, why would you say? Why would you even make a statement? You could say most, you could say some, but when you say all, that's crazy. That's like me saying all black women suck. I would never say that. No, never would I ever say that. So I would love to hear people say, I've never had a positive. Why would you ever say that? Man, hey, Neon Eyes, it's always a pleasure to see you. And you already know what the topic is about. I've never had a positive interaction with a black man. I've had plenty of positive interactions with black men. Some of my closest friends, of course, I'm black. I know a lot of black men. But hey, brother Angel, I hope you're doing great. I think that it's always crazy when I hear hyperbole and people try to make it like it's law. This is the truth. I've never I don't want to many people, but I've never had a positive interaction with a black man. They suck. Do we really suck? Are we that? Oh, I love you more, London. I hope that people think about what they're saying when they make hyperbolic. That's like it's wide ranging. I have. It always blows me away when people say I've never had a positive interaction with a black man. That's crazy to me. I don't get that. I don't get it. I don't understand it. There are too many great people. I would never say I don't know great black men. I know some fantastic ones. I know some great black women. And tell you the truth, there's some great black men on YouTube that are really positive. That even if you say something negative to them, they will forget the negativity and will connect with you. I've seen people who are enemies interact in a positive light. I've seen people who talk bad about each other say positive things about each other. So why would people ever say a statement like that? I've never had a positive interaction with a black man. Is that just to get clicks and views, or is that to make somebody blow up on you? See, I'm not into the blowing up with people and making people feel crazy. That's not what I'm trying to do. I want people to love each other, and I'm all about love. So everything I'm doing is to try to create positivity and fun. And I can be really stupid. I can say some dumb stuff, and of course everybody knows I'm a potty mouth. My mouth is horrible. I can curse like a sailor because I am one. I'm a Navy vet. So other than that, I'm about love. So you would never hear me say, I have never met a I like, you know what? I get pulled over a lot. Not a lot, but I get pulled over more than average. And even when I'm getting pulled over, the interactions, even though I feel it's negative, the police at the end usually end up being positive. And I can respect that because I don't get tickets and I'm alive. But the experience in general would be negative, but overall, it ends up being a positive interaction for at least they hear me out, and maybe they will think the next time that they approach a black man just because he's black, and that's what I believe. Um, I think stuff is just crazy the way we think. So what did you say, Yada? Said men scare me, not for the stereotypical reasons. So if you want to explain why men scare you, there's nothing wrong with that. But it doesn't mean you haven't had a positive interaction with a black man or with a man in general. Because we're having a positive interaction right now. We're talking, and I'm listening to you, and you're talking back at me, and it's great. So how can you say that you don't have positive interactions? It always blows me away. He says, I don't like to argue with people on their expenses, but it's pretty bizarre to hear. I totally agree. It is bizarre to hear, but people say all type of crazy stuff. And I'm not saying they're wrong. I just want to understand from their perspective. I want to know where they're coming from. Why would you ever make that generalization? Why would you ever try to put a whole group of people? It's like when men say these black women. No, it's not all black women. It's not even a majority of them. To say that, listen, I'm gonna say something that people won't agree with, but I'd love to see a strong black woman. What I mean by that is a woman who can take care of herself. And I'm not saying that she's not feminine and she's not caring, but she can handle her business, and that's always been an attractive quality to me. A woman who handles business, and a woman is not afraid to ask for help when she needs it. I'm very attracted to that. I don't like to. I understand weakness, and I can support weakness, but I like women who can make a decision and stick with it, and then accept responsibility, and that's strength to me. The strength to accept responsibility. So for me to say I've never had a positive interaction with a black woman would be a lie, a fallacy, a deception, it'd be corruption. And I'm not saying they're not corrupt black women, because they're corrupt black women and they're corrupt black men. But she said, I hate that term, strong black women. But listen, they're strong every people. I mean, if you're emotionally strong, you're emotionally strong. What should I say? Weak black women? What should I say? The strong black men, we say that. They're weak black men. An adjective that describes somebody appropriately is correct. So like it or not, it's like I don't like the term race. I hate the term race. I don't like it. But people use it. So, we got to use it anyway. I like groups. I like ethnicity. I like those terms. Race denotes separation. I'm not saying people shouldn't separate, but when you use that term, it's like saying somebody is not, that they don't have the same right to existence as you. It's like saying we should be fighting each other instead of cooperating. Or even if we are in opposition, let's not be detrimental to each other. Like, let's just you stay on your side of my fence and I stay on my side of the fence. Because truthfully, with technology, there's a lot of stuff out there and we can expand without defeating each other. I mean, I think so. I think that space is the new frontier. And sooner or later, we're going to find some habitat that we can all go to and keep growing without worrying about hurting each other. That's why I like the TV show The Expanse. The Expanse is great because it still shows that people will divide no matter what. Even if we all spoke the same language, somebody else will want to separate and create their own language, and there will be separation. But when you have a lot of space and you can grow, So I'm still looking at your comment, Yada. What should I say? If I don't say a strong black woman, should I say I like an intelligent, capable black woman? Is that better? Should I say a more responsible? I like a responsible black woman. I mean, what term should I use? So some stuff is crazy. I don't get it. I'm still perplexed. I would love for somebody to say, Charles, I want to hop on and talk about my experiences with black men, because that's really what I want to hear. I want to hear women's perspective on the black man. And if you've never had a positive interaction with the black man, tell me why. For anybody who stopped by, feel free to jump in. Melinda, one of my favorite people on the planet, and you know this. I want people to want to say their opinion. See, my page is open, and it's all love here. So I just want to understand when you have pain and anger. Let's talk about it and see how we can resolve it. How can we make the black man and the black woman, or people in general, love each other? And that's what I'm about. I'm about positivity. And I know sometimes people want to hear a rant about destruction, but I'm not that. I'm not here for destruction. I'm not here for pain. See, I can understand why people don't like the term strong black woman, because it kind of denotes that the black woman doesn't need a black man. But I think that people need people in general. So we can't even procreate unless we have each other. So man needs woman and woman needs man. And if you feel that you have the same cause, then you should unite together and work together. And I think I'm a strong man, but I'll be stronger with a woman with me. So I would never say I'm strong without a woman. I'm not saying I can't be without a woman, but as a human, you need other people for survival. Let's say I'm trying to grow as a YouTuber, if that's the case, then I need people to share me. And I can't do it by myself. I got to have somebody got to say, Charles is worth checking out. Somebody got to say it, even though they don't say it yet. But hopefully one day somebody will say, damn, you should go check out Charles. He's funny, he's kind, he's intelligent. Or stupid, whatever one, because I can, depending on the day, I can flip like a coin. But that's what I'm about. I'm about positivity. I'm not about anything other than that. I'm trying to get people to want to talk and want to dialogue with me. That's what I like. Okay, let me read y'all. It says that black women don't need love, sympathy, or understanding. That doesn't say that. If I lift a weight, I'm strong, but it still doesn't mean I don't need a spotter. It doesn't mean I can't get stronger. So the term is seen negatively because we use it like I don't need no man. And I don't know if a lot of women think that, but I don't think that. I love, obviously, I won't, just for you, I'm a practice, I'm trying to find a better term. I love a responsible woman, a responsible black woman. I'm gonna say that. That's what I like. I like a woman that handles business, that has the inner strength to be responsible. Does that sound better? Yeah. It's usually been stated by a deranged woman, and I'm traumatized. It's funny. I feel like black men came up with the term and black women took it on. Um, I don't know who came up with anything, but what I do know is that I love a strongly responsible black woman. That's a beautiful thing. I love a woman who is secure with herself and knows what she wants and can express that. I love a woman who thinks about herself and knows what she desires and can convey that message to a man that want to interact with her. And I don't like women who spew hatred. So me, I try my best not to say other people's names, even though y'all can say it in the chat. I'm not here to talk about other people, even though it'll give me clicks. I'm not into that. I love beautiful people, and I love like. I'm sorry. A View is Views, one of my favorite YouTubers, and she seemed like uh, a strongly responsible black woman who handles her business, and I like that. That's an attractive quality, and that's what makes her special. A lot of people I like. I'm gonna name some names because these people I like. Face Squad, Dining Money Time. All these people, these ladies I like, and I like them because they all have that inner strength, and it's beautiful. It's beautiful to see that. As a lot of other people I like. Tara's Local Inspiration. I like that. These are my people I like. I like a lot of other people too. I like different people for different reasons. I like people who are secure and independent and responsible in their love. So I don't care what persuasion they come from. I like it. DC Kool-Aid and Lisa, the beautiful lesbian couple that love each other. That's great. I have no problem with people loving each other. You got to respect people. And I've had positive interaction with all the people that I've named because they say hey to me, and just showing me love in any type of way is is a positive thing, man. It is a positive thing, and I don't understand why anyone would ever say. I wish I knew what world you live in where you never had a positive interaction with a black man. I just don't understand it, and it's always perplexing, and it makes me feel just a little tad sad, tad emotional. So it bothered me that I wanted to do a hangout about it, and I hope that people will want to hop on and say something. But I know a lot of dudes, maybe they'll jump on, maybe some ladies jump on, but maybe nobody will because it is what it is. But my page is always open for anyone, and I'll just keep on rambling and going to hopefully somebody will come on and hop on with me. And it is a nice hot day. It's starting to get hot in Southern California. In a little bit, I'll probably turn my AC on. But right now, what's the weather like? Let me tell you so I can move my phone. I could just do it on Google, but I have my Pixel here. And the Pixel makes it quick. The quick Pixel. The Pixel's quick. The quick Pixel. It's 76 degrees, and it's 9:30 in the morning. And what's the weather going to be like today? Let's go see. It's going to be 86 degrees. Hey, it's swimming pool time. If I had a pool, I'd hop right in. The truth in your title, sorry to say. So what do you mean by that, James Maynard? So you're saying you never had a positive interaction with a black man? But right now, if you're talking to me, you're having a positive interaction because it's a pleasure for you to be here. I hope that you're fantastic, and I hope that you're great. Isn't that a positive interaction? Shouldn't just 1 second of somebody saying, hey, it's good to see you, be a positive interaction? James Maynard? Like me, I don't care. Somebody can come trolling, but I'm gonna give you back love because I'm not gonna participate in that. That's just not me. But I can deal with it because I'm the troll whisperer. I can whisper at you. So if you say that you're not having a positive interaction right now, if I'm not making you smile, then it's all right. It's okay. I don't, it is what it is. I just wish I understood why people have never had a positive interaction with people. Like right now, I'm trying to promote love. I'm smiling. I'm feeling great. I'm happy that somebody came by. I'm happy that you stopped by, and I'm happy that you've had the opportunity to say what you think. So even if you don't like black men, you say, "Hey, you're a black man," I would be happy with that because I'm going to say, "Well, that's you." Positive interaction back at you, and have a great day. That's what I'm going to say. I don't want people to feel negative. I don't want people to feel hurt. I just want to understand when somebody does say that because there's some big YouTubers saying I've never had a positive interaction with a black man. And it just blows me away because I've had positive interaction with white people, black people, Chinese people, uh, Himalayan people, Japanese people, Malaysian people, Singaporeans. I don't know what names I'm supposed to use. Israelis, Palestinians. I've had positive interaction with everybody I've ever met. So for me to say I haven't had a positive interaction with anyone would be ludicrous. So when people say that, it blows me away. I want to be positive and be kind and be great to everyone. And there's nothing wrong with you being negative because everybody has to vent sometimes. But I'm not that person that wants to uh, live with hate. I want to live with love. And I'm not here. Like I'm not saying people can't separate. You have the right to your preference. If you don't want to associate with me because I'm black and you hate black people, that's your choice. But me, I'm not going to hate you because you hate me because that's not going to be conductive or conducive, whatever you want to say. I want to be nice and kind, and as long as you don't bring me no negativity, I'm not bringing you none. I love my people, but I don't hate you for loving your people. So love who you want to love. I love people who love me, and we can get past any differences as long as you are polite and kind. And that's just me. And I agree with brother James. I try hard to make people have positive interactions with me. So I'm gonna repeat what you just said. I don't know if I work hard at it, but I try hard to be great. And I try to, yeah, I did a video that I catch more flies with honey. That's what I try to do. I try to be great. I try to be kind and polite. And anybody who wants to come on and speak, just drop your email and link our email and you can come talk. Cause that's all I'm about. I'm about positivity. I'm not about negativity. I'm telling you, I've had plenty of positive interactions with black women. I've had plenty of positive interactions with white women. I've had positive interactions with Brazilians. I've had positive interaction with Dominicans and Puerto Ricans and Jamaicans and people from Switzerland and people from Ireland, top of the morning to you. I've had positive interaction with everybody. So I don't understand how people can make a statement like that. It just blows me away. I don't ever, like, I'm not a hater. I'm a secret hater because I think I'm better, but I'm joking. People are better than me. So how can I hate you? If you're great, you're great. And if you're not, you have my empathy and I'll help you become great because we don't have to have hate. We should have love. You look for me. I'm not BGS. BGS is a great brother and I respect immensely. Now I'm Charles Gilmore III, and I have been on BGS Ibmore's hangout. I learned a lot going there. I learned to hear. I love to learn from different people, and there's a lot of people that are negative, and sometimes they have righteous anger, and I listen to it, and I'm like, yeah, I get it, but I don't let that stop me from being great and kind, and I don't let that I don't let that stop me from loving people. You know what I mean? I'm all down for the cause. Don't get it twisted. I'm all down for my brothers and sisters, but I'm not going to hate people that are not down for them because you have the right for your preferences. Just don't bring no negativity and don't try to hurt my people. We're great. That's what I'm about. That's all I'm about. And I listen to people that I don't agree with. I listen to them all the time just to hear where they're coming from and try to understand where their hate and anger come from. But just hearing somebody say, I've never had a positive interaction with a black man, it makes me feel some type of way. It makes me feel like, damn, I need to talk to you because I'll make you feel more love. I will make you feel different. Unless hate is your motivation, is that if you think that hate is the way to make people change, then by all means you do that. But that's not Charles. I don't want to live in that type of world that you live in. And if you live like that, then in my opinion, you suck. And I need to help you somehow. Somehow I need to help you. And that's what I'm trying to do. I really want people to think about that. Why would you ever make a statement saying you've never had a positive interaction with a black man? I can understand when somebody says I haven't had a positive interaction with my father. I could get that because maybe you never met your father and everything you heard is bad. But for me, I'm not here to do that. I'm here to make you feel great and want to join in and feel sing kumbaya and hug and love and not worry about stuff that you can't do. I think that I would love to hear a woman who's never had a positive interaction join in. I would just love to hear one, or even a man, because there's some men that say they never had positive interaction with black men, and I love to hear them. If black men have ostracized you and you feel that they haven't interacted with you, then by all means, come on. If you're a hater and you hate black people and you want to come talk to me, we can talk. I can listen to you. Because talking to me, you're gonna have a positive interaction, and I'm gonna make you put your words back down your throat and say, well, at least even though I didn't like black people, this one guy was kind to me, even though I hated him, and I hated him to death because I can take it. I can be like Batman. I can be the man you can hate because I can take it. I can take it. I can take it when people can say that because I don't get bothered because I'm oblivious. It rolls off my back like raindrops. Your hate doesn't diminish my day because there's too many people that love me. And even if I hate to say put even if my life ended today because of somebody's hatred towards me, I wouldn't want people to stop loving someone else because people do things and then they can learn to become better people after that. Yes. I find your lack of faith disturbing. Sorry, that's one of my favorite lines. I find your lack of faith disturbing. Yeah, and it glows in the dark in the back. Darth Vader's kicking ass, taking names. I even got some Darth Vader socks. I wish, I gotta see if I can put my foot up there. I'm stupid. I don't know if you can see it. Darth Vader socks. Can you see it? You see it? Darth Vader socks. I'm so stupid. I hope you can see it. I hope you can see it. Darth Vader on the sock. Oh, I don't know me. I just stupid. I just try to match. Try to be matchy. I try to be matchy. I try to let you guys feel the force. Join me on the dark side. Let your power flow. Let the hate flow through you. Join me on the dark side. I'm joking. Damn. Well, you're beautiful too, Pam, and I enjoy watching you do what you do. Man, ooh. Life is great. But anyway, see, right now, this is a positive interaction. You guys are having a positive interaction with a black man. So, hey, you know what? If you know the YouTuber who said, I've never had a positive interaction with a black man, tell her, come to my page. So I can say, I love you. I love you. You're a great woman. I understand you're trying to build positivity. But, hey, you could be more kind and say, hey, you know what, black man, I believe in you. And because I believe in you, black women. I believe in you. I believe in all of you. I believe you can all do great. I think we should all drink sparkling water so we can burp. I love sparkling. I take a lot of showers and baths. I like to scrub, rub, and be clean. But I got powder on my body. You can't see it. I always got some sulfur because I've been getting bit by stuff I can't see. Every time I'm like, bumpy here, bumpy there. What the hell's biting me? Insect repellent. I keep it going. I'll get some carbonation in me and a burp will come. Hopefully you don't think that's negative. But I'm trying to keep it positive. And I say, you know what? I always have an open hangout. So if anybody wants to join, you can just drop your email. We could talk. And I would like to hear about why you haven't had a positive interaction with a black man. Because I have had plenty of like right now, this is so wonderful. This is so awesome. This is so beautiful. People are just jumping in the chat and talking. And I feel great. My day is wonderful. I have a lot of friends, people I love. A lady that I know, she gave me some shish kebab, and somebody gave me some donuts, and then somebody else gave me some chocolate muffins. And I do a lot of intermittent fasting, so I will eat bad. But I said, okay, I'm gonna wait till right now it's 9:39 a.m. Pacific time, but I'm gonna eat around 12 or 1. And then I'm gonna crack a beer with my friend and drink one, and then work out some more. I dribble the basketball. Yeah, positive interaction. We're two black men being positive. Yeah. So you know what? I would love people to join. Anybody wants to join and tell me if you had a negative interaction with a black man, I'd love to hear. And if you've had positive interactions, I'd love to hear. And I'll tell you, I had some great interactions with black women. I had black women do some amazing things for me, man. Like people won't believe this, but my first real job I got when I got out of the military was my sister hooked it up. That's a positive interaction, and we've had a lot of she's been great. She does. My sister can be evil too, but everybody can. But for me to not say I haven't had a positive interaction with her would be crazy. I've had positive interactions with a lot of black women. My mother looked out for me lots of times. My friends' mothers. Black women that I've worked with, black women in the military, black women in my life have been great. Black women on YouTube. I've met a lot of positive sisters. There's a lot of positive brothers that have reached out to me on YouTube, even though some of these brothers say some stuff that's not the best about sisters, but a lot of them are great. Let me name some brothers I've had some positive interaction with. Mr. LMP, Solo TV 84, O'Shea, BGS, the Angry Man. I've had positive interactions, even though you can have negative interaction too. I've had positive interactions. So for me to ever say I haven't had positive interaction with a black man would be crazy. My brother Terry came on. The Underrated Darkness. I've had positive interaction with a lot of brothers, and everybody can be negative upon a time, but I don't hold their negativity to take away from their positivity. Don Calypso has been positive to me. Lots of people have, even though they can probably be negative and harsh on the sisters, but they can be positive too because they promote the good ones. I've heard a lot of people that can say negative stuff, say positive stuff. So for me to say I haven't had a positive interaction with a black man would be preposterous, would be ludicrous, would be silly, would be deranged. It would be hyperbole. It would be some conjured manifestation of a fantasy in the mind. And I'm not ever going to say that people haven't been negative, because people are negative. But like me, I just dust it off. 'Cause I look at the good before I look at the bad. I remember the bad. I had people that hurt me immensely, and it's taken me some time to get past it. But I moved past it. I have, because I laughed. I laughed. I said, ha ha ha, ha ha ha, and that's what it is. So all I love first, I'm open. But one day, people will say, we want to join this brother Charles. He has something going on here. And one thing I can tell you that I'm great at, I can make you smile and make you laugh because I love you. I genuinely, seriously love you. And if I ever become like, if I get enough people to give me dollars, man, don't ever let me get my Patreon cracking, because it's gonna be great. And I'm still, what's today's date? I'm still waiting. The 12th. The 12th is coming, and I haven't seen nobody. Nobody really wants to win my my Nintendo Switch. I'm waiting to give it. Nobody wants to win it. August 12th. I'm joking, but I would love to hear somebody hop on and say, "Hey, I've never had a good experience with a black man," and come talk to me, and I would change that. I would change that. Let me say so. Let me give a public service announcement, because I don't give them much. I would love for people to, if you're here, give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. It doesn't matter, just so I know you're watching. I like thumbs up. Thumbs up are great, but thumbs down are great too. Thumbs down. You can thumbs me down. It doesn't matter. It doesn't make a difference. Um, it doesn't matter. For me, I want more open dialogue. I want more people to speak. I want people to feel free to say what they gotta say. And I'm like, you see, I can ramble. I can go on. I've been going on for like 30 something minutes, but I feel better listening to people. I feel better hearing people talk. And it's crazy, because we don't look at the media, but the media portrays all black men as being negative. Not all, but that's why when the Black Panther came out, people were so impressed by it, because it was like one of the first times you saw a black man that really seemed intelligent, not a sidekick, but run a movie and be positive. Now, it's ironic that the villain had to be black too, but come on now, you couldn't have a black man defeating the white enemy. That just wouldn't be happening. I'm joking, but it is what it is. For people to say they haven't had a positive interaction with a black man would be crazy. But that is kind of funny. I just, now to think about it, why did the first villain of a black movie had to be a black man, huh? Why couldn't it be a black man defeating the oppressor? I'm joking. Or the believed oppressor, or whatever term you want to use. Or why couldn't it be the black man beating the Martian? So that, the general population would get mad. But it is what it is. The black man had to be a villain. And the Black Panther had to be saved by the government, the American government. I'm just laughing. That's crazy. Silly. But anyway, man, I'm going to keep on going. Maybe a woman to hop on and say, I have never had a positive interaction with a black man. And then we can talk here and I can change her. I'm going to turn my AC on, because it's getting hot in here for me. So if this is too loud, you got to let me know. But I got that little portable AC that keeps it cool. So if it's too loud, let me know and I'll turn it back off. But, whew. Oh, bubbly. Love it. The word black, they make it evil. Yes, black is always bad. Black is bad, and the black man is bad. A bad black man. Bad to the bone. It's like, what is the term they use now of the thug? Like, the most attractive black man got to be bad. So we think that if a black man is attractive, he's bad. So women only, you're a bad boy. Why can't I be a kind geek and be a kind geek swag? Charles got that nerd geek swag going on. That's what I think. I think that there are positive black people, there's positive white people, there's positive everything. And it is what it is. So can you guys still hear me? Is my AC too loud? That's what I want to know. If it's not, then I'm feeling great. I would love for any woman who's never had a positive interaction with a black man, come on and tell me their experience. And then maybe when we're done, you can say, I had one positive interaction with a black man because Charles listened to me. And then I got to also throw another public service announcement. Give me a thumbs up, people, or a thumbs down, so I know that you're watching me. But let me read it. CJ says someone gave him food. Yeah, I love people give me food all the time. I love them. That's great. Black girls don't show dirt. White does. We can hear. Okay. Oh man, I'm not talking to either one of you for 30 minutes. Well, you can talk to me for 5 minutes and say whatever you want to say, and we can get it on. I just think that people are great. People are fantastic, and I'm still going to stick with my theme here. I can't understand why somebody would say they never had a positive interaction with a black man. That'll always blow me away, because I've had positive interactions with black women. And I'm not saying I haven't a black woman be negative to me, but I've had way more positive interactions than negative interactions. Every time I've had a dialogue with Nikki or Neon Eyes or Yada or Pam, it's been wonderful. But for everybody who's ever talked to me, I love you all because it's great. I've had positive interaction with black men, a lot of them, and I'm gonna say it, but I'm the most known unknown man on YouTube. But I think I'm worth the share. You say, you know what? You want to laugh and smile? Come check Charles out. He smiles a lot, and he's gonna say you're beautiful and wonderful because you are beautiful and wonderful. Now he's kind of silly and dumb, and I can really use a lot of profanity. But right now, I haven't been using profanity. I think I've been profanity free. Damn it! Maybe that was first one. I haven't any I haven't used any crazy words. Non sequitur. I'm loquacious. I'm verbose. I can speak. I'm sorry, people. Oh man, you know, I think I need to go into a comedy stage and just talk. And I'm gonna call my comedy show. I don't have a script. Fuck it. See, there's the curse word. I'm gonna say, I'll just fuck it. I'm just gonna say anything. It had to come out sometime. You know, I was in a roll, but that's it. We're gonna do it live. We're gonna do it live. Fuck it. You know, I'm gonna go on the comedy stage and say, hey man, how many people are here to score with their women? How many dudes think their girls are hot? Raise your hand. How many guys think their girls are not hot? Raise your hand. You're lying. You think he's not hot. You're not gonna tell her. You know, this is my comedy skit. I'm just joking. How many dudes would really be honest? Hey, I'm gonna take you out to get some, but I don't think you're cute. Yeah, they would never say that. They would never say that. And how many women are gonna say, hey, you're not a handsome man, but I want you to take me on a date. I want a free meal. So damn it, we're gonna go out together. Oh, I'm sorry. My wild, a wild hair got in my butt and started growing. You know, so I had to say some crazy stuff. So those men and women can say they haven't had a positive interaction with the opposite sex. They can say, damn it, these black men are using me. Damn it, these black women are using me too. Damn it. Oh, that's what it is. See, you know, that let me go off on a tangent. That's, you know, some people are scripted funny and some people are naturally funny. I think Pam is just naturally funny. And then she's like, I'm not trying to joke, but you're just funny, Pam. You got it. You got that look. You got it. I wish more people had it. You know, I know some people can put together skits and do funny things, but then I'll look at them as people and I say, they're not funny. But, you know what I think is funny? It's going to come to me. They stole my shit. What's his name? I'm just listening to my brother. You know what I'm talking about. Somebody's gonna name him. He's a comedian. And he's right for Richard Pryor. And he's funny. And he's talking. You know, what's his name? Come on, somebody give me a clue. I think Damian Wayans is funny. I think some people are not. They're scripted funny. But when you hear them talking, they're not really funny. You know, they're funny. Or they try to be funny, but they're not funny. They're just silly. You know, but silly and funny, are they different? What are some negative experiences for black men and black women you have had, CT3? I got a forgetful memory. I'm oblivious. So, you know, I had a black woman one time, because I told her the truth. She told me, you're not all that cute anyway. So that was a negative experience. I was laughing. I started laughing. I was like, really? I'm not that cute. Okay. It hurt a little bit, you know. Nobody wants to hear that they're not that cute. You know, struck my ego. Like, poof, in the gut. She was pretty too. But in my brain, I'm thinking, you'll date me, girl. You just trying to make me. You just trying to make me feel bad. You know I answer. I'm joking. Paul Moody. Paul Moody is hilariously funny because he can just speak. He don't have to be funny. I think Chris Rock is funny. Some people are funny when they act, but some people are just naturally funny. I think Eddie Murphy can be naturally funny, but then I've seen him turn it off. So, you know, I think everybody can turn it off. It's hard for me to turn it off because I just feel great. I feel great all the time. So, yeah, Paul Mooney. That's what his name is. You know, I haven't really listened to Tony Rock. Is Tony Rock as funny as his brother? And I know that's Chris Rock's brother, but I haven't. Like, he's naturally talking. Like, in an interview, some people are just funny. I mean people that are not comedians, and they're funny. And I'm like, damn, you should have been a comedian because you don't get it. You're just hilarious. You know what I mean? I find people that are not funny because of the way they speak. You know, even though Boyce Watkins is kind of serious, I find him more funny than serious. He just makes me laugh because the way he talks. But it's just what it is. I still think he's overpaid for what he's given, but I do think he gets great information. But I just want to hear, push this button and go. Do this. You know, that's what it is. Read this book, fill out this paper, go to this website, pay this money, get this done. Simple. So, How many men have never had a positive interaction with a black woman? I've got pain from black sisters, but not like super. Like gotta think. Yeah, this is. I had a friend one time brought some girls over to my place, and when they left, they stole two of my CDs. That wasn't a good experience. It wasn't a positive one, but I wasn't mad. I'm like, oh, I was like, I turned it into a positive slight. I'm like, damn, maybe they just couldn't afford it. I was mad, but I got over it because people still, I've had my house broken in and stuff like that. You know, I've had somebody borrow money from me and not pay me back. It's happened more than once. But hey, it is what it is. It was a learning experience. And I learned never lend, you just give. If you're gonna give, you don't give what you can't afford to not give back. And that's what it is. Can I speak, Gilmore? I don't want to interrupt you. You can speak whenever you want to speak. If you hop on a hangout, you can talk all you want. I'll shut up and not say anything. And you can talk all you want.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you fine. Oh wow. Go ahead and speak. Hello, Yada. I'm so happy. Hey, you're on. Go ahead.
Well, I haven't had like negative experiences with black men, but I have seen because I have, I was raised in PG, so we have something called the joning culture where they make fun of people who look different or dress different, or they call them Bama. So I've seen black men just like be mean to people like off bat, like if they see them and they think they look funny or weird. So maybe that's like what what the lady was talking about. Like also with black men, something I've noticed is that if they're not like sexually attracted to you, they won't want anything to do with you. So I think it's very, complicated. Or so I mean that's all I had to say, but that's something that I've noticed from being around black men.
Excuse me. Some of the burp is coming out. But overall, I think that if you're polite and kind to a black man, he will be polite and kind to you because I don't think black men are just overly malicious. If you say hello, how are you doing today? Somebody's gonna say fine, and just that interaction would be a positive interaction. Wouldn't you agree with that, Yada?
Maybe, I mean, it depends on the guy, because I've seen a lot of black men, and there are black men who are just mean, who just feel like they're the ish, and they can do whatever they want. They can say whatever they want. Like you're really kind, but like I was saying in the chat, if you look around the manosphere, there are a lot of just mean black guys, just as content creators on YouTube who are not very kind, not very friendly. Like you're very different. I've never really met a black man like you, so I mean, I think you might be projecting because I think for the most part it all depends on the man, on the black guy. But I say a lot of black men are mean. I think, and it's mostly because they can get away with it. I don't know. That's just my opinion.
Okay, so what do you think causes the black men to be mean from your perspective?
I think it's culture, depending on where they come from. I would say that black moms, like a lot of the black moms here, do teach their sons to teach their children pretty much to be nasty. And I know the black women can be one way, but because we're emotional and we can feel the pain, I think more than black men. I think because men, they don't have emotions like women. So I would say certain things that will like affect. I mean, I guess it depends because as a man, how you look doesn't really matter as much. So if somebody was to make fun of how a guy looks, would that really matter? Like, but if you made fun of how a woman looks, it would devastate her. So I guess that's where I'm going. I guess it depends on what affects that guy, um, and that's how he treats other people.
I'm
I
listening.
don't.
Okay, continue.
I mean, I think that's just it. Like, it depends on how you view yourself. How you view yourself is how you treat others.
Okay,
Also, how you call up your manners. So I don't know how to put it into words, but it's like DC, has a certain kind of culture, and it's a I don't care about anyone or anything kind of culture. So I've seen black men And black women just look around for people to make fun of, for people to be mean to, for people to bully. And the bullying culture is very big here. So I mean, like, it's like if you don't fit in or if you don't try to fit in, you've made yourself a target. So I think it all depends on what the lady meant, what she was looking for. Because let's say she wanted a black guy, she liked him. If he wasn't feeling her, a black man will shut you down like immediately. you know. Whereas with white men, they will at least be kind, or men of other races will at least be kind and like friendly to you. But a black man, if he's not sexually attracted to you, you're not getting anywhere with him. So that's just something I've noticed when being in the community.
I'm gonna ask you the question, but I want to say hello, hello, Hidden Treasures Entertainment and more. I hope you're doing great. Um, I'm gonna ask a question, Yada, because I'm listening to you, and you made a statement, and I'm not trying to harp on a statement, but what makes you think that black men or men in general have less emotions than women? Can you explain why you think that?
I think it's biology. Um, because it's like I don't know, men can't be emotional because men have to be the headstrong. They have to be headstrong. Whereas as women, our emotions is what makes us good women, good wives, good mothers, because we have to be there for you when things go wrong. So in order for us to be there for you, we have to feel what you're feeling. You know what I'm saying? So if you've been hurt, like say like if someone falls, I would say there's more of a chance of a guy laughing than a girl. That's like my own, like from what I've seen.
Yeah,
But because I know that if you fall, you're probably embarrassed, you're probably hurting. I feel that. Whereas a guy just sees that you fall, so he might help you up because he knows like my job is to help the weak, the people that are weaker than him. But my go, I'm gonna go. Are you okay?
yeah.
Like touch yourself. So I think that's what I mean by
I understand. Let me say this. As a man, I feel a lot. I have a lot of emotion, but I control it. So men, well, I'm different. But men get embarrassed and men feel pain, but we've been taught to soldier on through it. So I think the way we handle emotion is different than women. We have been taught to not give in to our emotions, even though we feel. When somebody falls, I feel their pain. I want to pick them up. Um, People can get embarrassed. I mean, I'm kind of oblivious to that, but I laugh at everything. But some people, some men, it really traumatizes them. If men didn't feel pain, um, a lot of men wouldn't be doing like all this. MGTOW wouldn't exist if men didn't feel pain. Men wouldn't be immoral if they didn't feel pain. Men feel pain, and because men have hope. I think that's why they put out their pain, because I think that a lot of ladies are oblivious to men's pain. And I'm not saying women can be wrong in their feelings of not having positive interactions, but I think that men are held to a higher standard as far as how we should feel about women. When, and I'm not saying I'm right. I could be totally wrong. This is my opinion. When women can treat a man badly and be oblivious to it even more, because it's men are supposed to accept rejection. So men get distant, rejected, and treated bad and used all the time. But when a woman is used, we help them way more. So I'm not diminishing or saying anything is wrong with your view at all, Yada. I'm just saying that it's always another side. And
you
I
see that's the thing though. Sorry, can
go
I
ahead.
say are men expressive? Like we can't read your mind. How will we know if you're hurt? Like that's one thing I've noticed with men is like they will sit there and they will be feeling all these things, but they won't show it, they won't say it, but they expect everybody around them to know. I guess it's in their aura. So we're looking at you like, what's up? And you're like, oh, I'm fine. But with women, we're very expressive. Like a
Yeah,
woman, especially a black woman, we will let you know if we're pissed off, or if we're happy, we're angry, and we expect you to know and to do something about it and to respond accordingly. So I feel like black men, I think that's one thing that frustrates black women about black men is like they sit there and they wait to be coddled, and we're like, no, get up, let me know what you need, let me know what you want, let's go, keep trucking. Yeah.
I'm gonna say I understand your point of view, but I disagree a little bit with you on that point, because a woman can be expressive, But then I can ask her, what's wrong? Oh, nothing. Nothing's wrong. But she's mad. See, you guys confuse us. Because when I'm mad, you gonna see that I'm mad. I'm gonna say, damn it, I'm mad. Damn it. I'm not gonna say nothing is wrong. I'm gonna say, damn it, I'm mad. Shit. Damn it. That's what I'm gonna say. So like I can be calm and still say, you know what, I'm very angry right now. I'm stop messing with me. And she don't, because my face doesn't look at, the woman doesn't believe me. Then I'm going off like, God damn it, stop it. And then she's like, well, I didn't think you were mad, but I kept telling you I was mad. So I'm telling you that men don't show it in the facial features. We're not expressive, but we're more likely to verbalize it. Where a woman can show it, but everything's fine. Everything's fine. No, I'm happy. Girls are good at doing that, and we're not. So that's where I think that the disagreement comes from. You girls are good at expressing your anger but saying something else. We're good at saying something but not expressing it. So anyway, Yada, I gotta also say you sound fantastic. You're a great interaction interviewer, whatever you want to be. But this is like I'd love to hear your perspective. And I've never, I don't think I've met a lot of black men that are mean to women. But then again, you like I said, I'm projecting, and I don't know what the average woman deals with when it comes to dealing with black men. I don't know. So that's why I want to hear more women speak. But like right now, you would consider this to be a positive interaction, correct?
Yeah, but then again, like you're different, Gilmore, because you see the beauty in everybody, and people that are different from you, people that follow society's rules, because you make your own rules, from what I've noticed. But people that follow society's rules will be like, um, if she's not light skinned with curly hair, if she's not dark skinned with the big fro, if she doesn't have big boobs or big butt, then I'm not messing with her, or I don't care about her, or if that person doesn't look how I expect them to look, if they don't act how I expect them to act, then I don't want anything to do with them. So I think, I don't know where I was going, but I think we really have to look at people's view of the world, and everybody doesn't have that open, friendly, kind view of people, of other people.
I have to take your word for it because I don't know. I try to be kind and polite to everyone. Like, I would love for a woman that was, I guess, that I don't find nobody to be extremely unattractive, but I would love a woman that thinks of herself as being extremely unattractive to try to become friendly with me because I would let her become I would try to be friendly with her. I would try to be cool with her and invite her places and hang out and make her feel part of the group because you're special. That's what I would love that. But the problem comes when you do that, then she might develop some type of feelings for you. And what if I can't reciprocate it and I don't want her to be hurt or crushed? And that would make me feel sad because it's not that I don't love you as a person. I just may not love you in a physical, intimate, romantic way. And that's what would make me feel sad because then she would stop liking me and detest me and not accept her position. Not that it's like a position, but accept the friendship or what it is. So I think that's sometimes, maybe I can't speak, but maybe that's sometimes why men don't really interact. It's not an excuse, but maybe that's the reason why some men may not interact with women that they find unattractive because they don't want to lead them on or use them, and they know that sooner or later, as a man, he may give into his impulse, and now the chick is or woman is hurt because he used her for physical gratification when he didn't care about her in a romantic way that would lead to any semblance of monogamy that she may want. I hope that makes sense. I hope it doesn't sound crazy, you know, because I think that the average woman is looking for that, a relationship that leads to security. That's what most women want, in my opinion.
I
You
agree.
okay?
I think, and I think we put a lot of emphasis on appearance. I think that's why we have people like Kevin Samuels, because the nationwide thing is the first thing people, the first like people's opinion of you is what they see, the first thing they see, and like they do a lot of studies that I see on Facebook where they'll have a wealthy looking kid and the poor kid,
Mm-hmm.
and people are less likely to help the poor kid than the wealthy kid. And this is the white kid. Both of the kids are white, but the shaggy looking white kid is less likely to get help.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm saying, like, are we more likely to be kinder to a person that's just like Beyonce, or are we more likely to be kinder to a person that looks like a bum? How nice are we to the homeless?
You're more likely to be kinder to the person that looks nicer, and that's kind of what's messed up. It's really, you made me think that's really messed up. I try to be kind to everybody, but you're true. Like if Beyonce came up to me and asked me for $1, would I give a Beyonce $1 faster than I would give a bum $1? And the bum probably needs $1 way more than Beyonce. But I think that our perception is crazy. Malcolm Gladwell also did a book called Blink that addresses how image and how you got to make quick assessments because somebody looks nice, they can steal from you easier than somebody who looks like a criminal. And it doesn't mean that the person that looks like a criminal is going to steal from you in the first place. It's the fact that we tend to trust from appearances real fast. That's why you can have horrible presidents and horrible people because they look nice, and you base who they are in their heart off of their appearance when they could be dastardly and evil. So I can understand certain perspectives, and I agree with you on that. And that's you're going to make me really think about that. And maybe I need to be even nicer. I think I'm nice, but I need to be nicer. You know what I mean? I try to be as kind and nice as possible. I try to be as great and loving as possible. But it's hard to do. It's hard to always be like that because I don't want to be played and used, and you got to have some type of quick assessment to save yourself. Because if somebody look like a criminal, is likely they may hurt you, especially if you can't defend yourself. So it's man, that was a great assessment. Thank you. You made me think. I like that. That was good.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
The main thing was don't judge a book by its cover. But going back to the never had a positive interaction with black men. I don't know. I really think it depends on the sexual attraction because that's the only proof I have for that is that black men are more likely to shut down, be mean to women that they are not sexually attracted to. So it depends on how she looks or how she was looking at the time, what she was looking for. So I think we would have to go back to that person and ask her to be a little bit more specific.
I might always say this. I think there's a lot of great people, and there's a lot of kind people. There's a lot of nice people, and I can't let one negative interaction say I haven't had a positive interaction. Like this talking to you right now is a wonderful experience. I'm truly enjoying it, and I wish more people would hop on and talk. And if they have negative experiences, I would love for them to talk about it. If they have positive experiences, I would love for them to talk to them about it. I would love for somebody to give me a thumbs up, a thumbs down. I got to throw that out there because it's always funny for me to say, give me a thumbs down, damn it, if you don't like it. And if you agree with it, give me a thumbs up. So let me ask you, what constitutes a positive interaction with a black man to you? Just what is a positive interaction, Yada? Can you explain it to me, what it is to you?
I can give an example of a random negative reaction. I was at church. I'm Mormon.
Hmm?
I'm Mormon, and we have different churches all over. And I went to a church that was very far from me, and I was new there. Nobody knew me, and I walked up to this black guy. He was talking to somebody else, so I was waiting. He looked like he had an attitude that I was standing there, so I kind of just walked away and went to ask someone else. But I remember how I felt. Like I felt really awful, and it just awkward, and I felt bad about myself. So I don't know, but that would be a positive interaction. Me being able to walk up to any random black guy and ask for help or ask for or just say hello, which to be honest, I'm not very comfortable with doing. But then
Huh?
again, me, I'm not comfortable doing that with any man. But black men specifically, I can't just walk up to any black man and say hello. Like I
But
would need a vibe or something that lets me know that it's okay for me to walk
But
up to.
is that your own inhibition? Is that your own fear? Because just because somebody looks like they're not going to be positive, if you don't speak to them, you never know what their reaction will be. Like you say, never judge a book by its cover. So if you do just say, "Hello, can I bother you for a second?" Most likely they would be positive to you. I mean, that's my belief. Do you agree with that or disagree?
I agree. But what if he's like really mean and
Well,
really angry with it and really loud with his meanness?
I think it's all a roll of the dice, and I'm not saying you're wrong with your caution. I'm just saying sometimes you never know. You have to. This is my unsolicited advice. You if you can, you have to get past that fear because you can't control the unknown, and people can be positive, or negative all the time. But like if you approach with the state of positivity, if you believe in the secret, I'm joking. But if you come positive, most likely people will be positive to you. I can't think of 5 interactions I've had where I was positive and people came at me negative. I'm not saying it has never happened, but I can't remember it happening that many times. So, and I always talk. I'm probably super outgoing. Um, the term is gregarious. Yeah, I'm one of those type of people that like to talk to people, and I like to um, have fun. So I approach people all the time and I ask for their opinion. And sometimes I've said stuff that um, wasn't received well, but at first the initial interaction may have started off positively. So you just have to sometimes go for it. That's what I believe. Um, Man, I just wish, this, I'm going to put it out there in the universe. I want people to say, hey, you should go talk to Charles because we can have great conversations. I want more people to come on. If anybody has never had a positive interaction with a black man and you said it, come on and let's talk about it because I would like to understand why you've never had a positive interaction. So, what
I
would be,
know we need to get Nikki on here because I know she's had some interactions and stuff. Come
yeah,
on, Nikki.
so Pam, she says, I'd rather say that I'm not happy. I don't want anyone to guess. I see when folks are mad, but I do both. Okay, I haven't really even read the chat, but I'm reading it real fast just to see what's going on. Okay. So anyway, hello everybody. If somebody's just tuning in, I don't know who's here or not. I don't know who's a supporter of Charles. I don't know, but I appreciate everybody who does stop by. And really, if you've never been on my page before, it's the first time, or people who've been, I just like to have open dialogues. I like conversation, and I wish that I could have more conversations. I wish I could talk to more people. So, Yada, when it comes to black men in general, uh, would you would you ever try to establish a friendship with a black man, like honestly, to interact with on that level?
Of course, you're my friend, even though we don't interact offline. But
Yeah.
yeah, it depends on his vibe. I
Hmm.
can't. I'm very picky about the people that I'm around.
Hmm.
He can't be mean. Like he can't be the average DC Joe. He has to be better than me. Like when I have a man in my life, I want to be able to look up to him, to learn from him. I don't want any bums, any scrubs, any pookies or ray rays in my life, period. Because I've seen how they will latch on and drain you. So, um, black men that I feel are better than me, black men that have something to offer, I will most definitely allow them into my life, even as friends or even as associates.
Okay.
And
Well,
it's the same for women, but speaking specifically for men, that's my
I understand. Let me do a hello, Tara. I hope you're doing wonderful. Me, I'm different. I will associate with any type of woman. I don't care who she is, because as long as she's kind to me, I'm gonna be kind to you. So I don't care what you do. I don't care what they talk about you. If you're nice to me, I'm nice to you. And as long as you're not trying to steal from me, we can associate. So I don't care what walk of life. I like if I was a girl, I would associate with a Pookie Ray Ray and a classic man. I wouldn't care as long as you're polite and kind because I just because somebody comes from a certain environment doesn't mean they're going to be negative to you. So I try to never pigeonhole people, and I don't care as long as you're kind and nice and beautiful to me, like spiritually, then we can interact.
um,
I could have a best friend that's a gigolo or a prostitute. I may not agree with their life, but I would still be cool with them because they're entitled to make their decisions as long as they're not hurting people. What can I say? I may not moralistically agree with you, but it doesn't mean that I can't be friendly and hang out with you and understand and show you some type of empathy and love, even if I agreed or disagreed. But that's just me. I'm different. Anyway, so
no, okay. I want to counteract though, because a lot of people say that it's not about the environment. If you know somebody is bad, why let them into your life? Why waste your time? Why? I just like I don't get it. It's like, well, let them see what they're gonna do first. But it's like you know what they're gonna do. It's like sometimes don't judge a book by its cover, but the cover is very obvious, especially when they have a track record.
okay, I can answer that. So you sometimes you can be a positive influence or a role model to somebody's life. So everybody needs an island to in the sea. So sometimes you can have a friend that's an ultra thug, dope dealer, and maybe he's trying to make a change and he needs that one clean cut square guy that can save him. Or you can have a woman that's out there doing what she does and she can have that one guy or girlfriend that could be there for them. So it doesn't mean you got to hang with them all the time, but it doesn't mean that you can't let them in your life. Everybody has a family member that's on some type of drug or been to the pen or committed some type of atrocity, and do you stop loving them? Do you kick them out because they're from that different walk of life, because you're a classic man and they're a Pookie? I mean, I mean, I got people from both sides, and I'm a mixture of everything. I'm Pookie Railway Classics man Gilmore. So how can I ostracize anybody? I don't care if somebody calls a woman a thought or a slut or a prostitute. I'm gonna love you anyway. Just be good to me. What does that mean? Just be a good person to me, and that's all that matters. And I will forgive you because everybody deserves forgiveness. And if I sense that your spirit is not good, then I'm going to avoid you. And I will still, even if you're negative, when you need help, I will give you that olive branch because everybody needs help sometimes. You just got to be not don't be naive and be used. But it's nothing wrong with being altruistic and loving. And if we had more loving in the world, we'd be a better world. Hey, 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 hey. I'm joking, but that's just the way I see it. And I just try to love people. And I'm silly and dumb as all can get, but I don't let my silliness and my dumbness, and I don't let what somebody has done in the past stop me from loving them today. Yesterday was yesterday, but today is now. And that person that you save may save you from the fire. And people that you evil that you don't want to help, you may need their help, and they let you drown. So that's just my belief, Yada. But you don't have to agree. I mean, it's all good. I understand. I just believe you can't live in fear. You can't live in fear, and you got to move past the pain. And the best way to move past pain is love. But I'm not saying accept all people. Just learn and discern. Yeah, learn and discern. Yeah, sound like a record. Sound like a hip hop record. Learn and discern. What you playing, Charles? I'm playing Learn and Discern, baby. Let them burn. That's my rhyme for today. Whew. Used up a lot of brain cells on that one, Yada.
I agree. But see how I think of it, I don't like putting labels on just anybody because I hate labels. I only put labels on people that live true to the name.
Hmm.
So a Pookie and the Ray Ray and the baby mama and a ghetto nasty person, they would have to live up to that. So anybody, I'm not saying that anybody that comes from the ghetto or any black man in the hood is a Pookie and a Ray Ray.
Hmm.
You know, like if you are a freeloader and a leech and the person that likes to go around sticking their you know what and everything, then I would give you that name. But as a regular black man, you're just an ordinary guy. Then that's my way of protecting myself
Understand?
and being able to discern. So I don't put labels on just anyone. And I try not to because I want to give people the freedom to be who they want to be, to grow, to just to be. So if I start putting labels on every black man that came out of the hood and I call them all Pookies and Ray Rays, then what does that leave them? It's like what if they take a step out of the Pookie and Ray Ray box and they actually become a educated lane? Can you do that? Can you transfer to other labels? Because like when you go to college and you do Psych 101, they tell you that we're cognitive misers or something like that. We try to save energy, so we generalize and we put things in categories. Um, but they never really, because I never went to any advanced classes, so we never really discussed if we can make those changes in people's minds. Like especially with white people and racism, if you're not a bad black person, but they've been taught that black people are bad, can you actually be a good black person to them when they believe that all black people are bad? I hope that makes sense.
I understand what you're saying. I think a lot of people do that to protect themselves, and sometimes you will have to open your eyes, but a lot of people just use generalities to keep themselves safe and not be exposed to situations that would be detrimental or damaging to them. Um, Me, what I would always say is always try to be objective, not subjective, and I try to, even though I generalize, I try my best to not hold generalities against people. So I would never think a whole group is bad or a whole group is good, but I'm always trying to find people that want to work with me because I'm telling you, I have some great friends that are not black, great friends. And if I would just say, well, because you're not black, I can't associate with me, I can't associate with you, I would be hurting myself because having them in my life has been a positive boon, and I love them for that. I love them, and I don't care what people say about me. I just love people that are nice to me, and that's it. As long as you're not going to hurt me and my people, then I have no hate and discern negativity for you. I'm just, people that I think are not good for me, then I avoid them. That's it. That's all I do. That's it. Um, so let me ask you. Go ahead, Adam. Go ahead.
See, I don't understand how you do that because from my view of the world, I look at people's actions first, and then that's how I determine how I'm going to react. But you seem to have one way that you react to people across the board. So that's I guess that's different about you. I think the way I work is the same way like a lot of other people work is that we wait to see how people treat us before we make a decision. Whereas you're like, even if you're mean to me, even if you're nice, I'm gonna love you. I don't know if I can do that.
My belief is I just don't worry about other people. I just want them to be happy. And if they don't like something I'm doing, I stay away from them. I don't visit them. I don't say nothing to them. They say something to me, I'm gonna say something positive to them. And I don't got no hate because I don't care. I mean, I live my life. You live yours. I'm not gonna shit on your line. I'm not gonna say nothing bad about you because who are you anyway? You're not me. So I don't care what you're doing. I just want you to live well. And if you need help and I can help you, as long as it's not gonna hurt me, I'll help you. That's it. That's how I think. So that way I stay in tranquility and peace. And I got too much love to be worried about hating people. Man, I got friends that really look out for me, man. They give me a lot of hugs. I'm telling you, man, stuff is great for me. So I don't worry about a lot because I don't know. Listen, I'm alive today. Yada, I'm talking to you, and I feel so great talking to you. You make me feel great, and that's all I need. So I don't need a lot, and most people can't be like that. And I try to push it out to people, and it's hard. So I get sad, but I'm still happy. If you say, hey, Gilmore, that makes me feel great. When Tara comes on, I feel great. When Pam comes on, I feel great. When Nia and I speak, I feel great. I'm gonna say something is wrong, but it's the truth. Like when I want to learn, I go listen to BGS because I like that. There's not too many people out there that's teaching like he teaches. And I like to learn. I'm like a big uh, learner, so I just want to learn everything. So I want people to give me information that I absorb. And even if even if people can be negative, I just want to know their point of view. As long as they can be as objective as possible. We all have some subjectivity with it, but I don't worry about it. So like I'm telling you, some of my favorite YouTubers are some of the ladies, like because they're positive and they shoot love, and I like that. So I'm telling you, I listen to Donnie Wanty Time a lot. I don't comment a lot, but I'm always listening because she's always feeling great. Pam always make you laugh, and Tara get it going on, and the Face Squad, and different people say so many great things. I like them, and I listen to them probably recently. I listen to a lot of dudes too. I listen to some people's diatribes. I listen to their pontifications to hear where they come from in their quest to change the world. But me, I just want to smile. I listen to a lot of people. Sometimes I'll sit and I'll listen to O'Shea when I want to hear angry, not the angry man angry, but I want to hear dudes that just don't like women. I'll go listen to Obsidian and I'm laughing because he's like these women, he's like, it's funny. It's funny to me, and you got to learn to listen to people to understand their perspective. To say, man, I'm glad I'm not like that, or maybe they're right. But it helps you broaden your horizons, and it helps me become a better, loving person because now I say people are angry after some of the littlest, stupidest things, and I'm not going to be angry off that. If I think the system is wrong, we should change the system. But just because the system is wrong, don't mean I can't love people. And I just don't hang on to hate. That's just me. Yada, you're great.
Gilmore, can I tell you? It just popped into my head why I can't just love anybody like how you do it because I feel as a black woman. Before I used to be like they have the stereotype that women must be feminine and yada yada yada. But one thing I've noticed is that whether you're good or whether you're bad, people are gonna treat you any way they want to treat you. And my biggest fear is, I guess, being a pushover or having my niceness used for weakness. So I've decided, that I'm gonna treat you how you treat me because as a black woman, if I don't stand up for myself, I'm a prime target for bullying. If that makes
I understand. Me, I just ignore people. Don't worry about what they say. What do they say to me? They're not going to diminish you. They don't know you as a person. Don't worry about what they say. Don't worry about them. They don't live your life. They don't know what you're going through. Hey, if you do, who the hell are you anyway? I'm great. I'm me. So all of you mean something, but I can't let what you don't like about me stop me from being me because being me makes me happy. If I be you, then I'm a clone, and a clone will make me happy. And I got to make a joke real fast. Uh, James Maynard, I'm a Pookie and I care about you. So ha ha ha, beat that. Ha ha ha. I'm joking. I'm joking. um, you just got. I'm a Pookie, man. Pookie Gilmore, baby, and I'm nice. I'm joking. But anyway,
You know,
well,
that's something that I'm learning. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
go ahead, go ahead. Go ahead, please. You.
That's something that I'm trying to teach myself now is to not let the opinions of others, dictate me and where I'm going and who I am. But it's hard because I've been raised on that people's opinions of you and how you look and how you show yourself matters greatly. And it's hard just dropping that. It's like hard just to think, oh, I don't care if someone's being disrespectful to me. I'm who I am and I'm gonna love them anyway. Like I can't do that. Like if you're being disrespectful, I feel like I have to teach you a lesson or two.
Okay. You can't
And
teach
be
somebody anything they don't want to know. Period. And I'm gonna tell you something. Just listen to what I'm saying. Um, Yada, I love you like I do, right? So if I love you, then you can love yourself. And if you can love yourself, that's great. So who cares if other people love you? You know, as long as you know one person loves you, and that can be you, and the second person can be me, then forget them. You say, I got love. I don't need you to love me. I don't care if you exist, and make them non-existent. You know, because somebody loves you. As long as one person loves you, you're great, and that love can be you. But you got more than one love. You got me. You got Nikki. You got other people that love you. You know, I'm not gonna put anybody else out there, but you know they love you because they wouldn't talk to you if they didn't. You know, no matter. Somebody gonna stand by your side, girl. So just don't worry about what other people say. People, you know what? I, if the whole world is against you, at least one person is with you, and that's you. You know what I mean? And that's how I look at life. I mean, I hope it makes some type of sense. It may sound crazy, but it's the truth. And you're great because you stand strong. You know, no matter what people say, you still here, right?
I sure am.
There you
I,
go. There you go. What you got to prove to somebody else? You know, you got to prove nothing. Now you can show them, but show them by doing you. There you go. Show them that I'm better than you because I ain't worried about you. That's a great thing. You know what I mean?
yeah, I agree.
That's some hell of a strength right there.
I agree. But I have to go take care of Big Brother now. So thank you for allowing me on the stream. I
Oh, I'm
appreciate
just happy you
it.
came and stopped by. You made it pleasurable. Nobody else want to come on, but the most fantastic woman that I know, Yada, one of them anyway, came on. But
Yeah,
if I say you the most, you know, I would be diminishing other people, but you're pretty fantastic in your own special way, and it's only one you.
thank
Only
you.
one you.
Appreciate it,
And I
Ivan.
appreciate you for stopping by.
All right. Bye bye.
Okay. I was weird. I was wearing Yada out. Ooh. She's like, oh, I gotta take a rest. I'm joking. I'm joking. Ooh, life is great. Oh man. So I'm gonna say this. That right there was a positive interaction with a black woman. So I would never say I didn't have a positive interaction with a black woman. I would never say that. And I want to have more positive interaction with black women, really, because I love the ladies, and I've had plenty of positive interaction with black men. Um, some of my favorite people. This is stupid to say, like I'm not black, but some of my favorite people are black people. You know, that sound funny, but I'm telling you, it's a lot of great black people. So it's funny to me. How can somebody ever be pro-black and say they're pro-black and say I've never had a positive interaction with a black man? That's some crazy, disingenuous stuff. And you shouldn't ever say you're pro-black if you say some stuff like that because that's crazy. That's crazy and it's kind of sick. It's deranged. But I'm throwing extra adjectives to make a point. For me to say I love black people, I can't say I hate black women. That's crazy. If I love black people, I love black women. And I gotta love black men too. I gotta love the whole entirety. You don't just love part of them. And there's a lot of people that's teaching negativity and hate, and they should be teaching love and let's love each other. You know, and I'm not saying you can't criticize and critique and pump on somebody's bad behavior, but you got to be together with the goal. You got to be trying to get somewhere, and you can't try to have unity if you try to cause dissension and separation. It's a negative thing. It's not positive, and that's not what I'm about. I'm about positivity. And I'm gonna always say this, because I want people to say, "Hey, Charles is good. Give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Share me, subscribe. Throw a dollar to the Patreon cause, so maybe I can grow my channel and do some crazy stuff." But it doesn't matter. Even if I got more than the Patreon, so even though I want a billion of them, it'll never get there. But damn it, I want a billion, a billion, and we can go buy people some houses, start a business. You know, don't know what type of business, but start lots of businesses, you know, for everybody, so we can all eat. Automation, automation. Oh, I'm just silly. You know what? I would love to hear people just say something. Just say, "Hey, Charles, you know, this has been a fun experience." Since I know I can't get anybody else to hop on, I'll talk for a little bit longer. But you know, I'm gonna say this, man. This has been a great experience. I've met a lot of positive black men, a lot of positive black women, and even, I don't care what like. Even if people agree or disagree with Oprah, just hearing her talk sometimes, she's positive. Just seeing a woman make it is positive. That's a positive experience of having a black woman. Uh, there's been a lot of positive black men on the planet Earth. I don't care what you think about them. Everybody can be negative at sometimes, but you still got to think about the positivity. So whenever somebody says I love you, and I'm saying it to all of you now, I love you all. I feel great that you came here. Um, you're true. Um, Everybody doesn't deserve forgiveness, but doesn't mean you still can't give it to them. They may not deserve it. Sometimes you give a piece of cake to somebody who don't deserve it. You still give it to them anyway. So that's my philosophy on that. You don't always have to get what you deserve. Sometimes you get stuff you don't deserve. Like I don't deserve anybody to stop by to my YouTube page. I don't deserve it, but I feel honored and blessed, and I'm getting blessings I don't deserve. So this is great. Um, Sometimes people don't deserve to be in power, but they have it. Sometimes people are billionaires and they don't deserve it, but they have it. So sometimes people get what they don't deserve. And you're right, but doesn't mean they shouldn't get it anyway, right? You know, I deserve to be a billionaire. I haven't got it yet, but I deserve it. I deserve it, damn it. I deserve to be on the front page of YouTube and everybody clicking on my videos like Charles is it. That's it right there. I deserve it, but I haven't received it yet. Damn it. Let's make it Charles grow. Let's think it Charles should be like the plague. He should infect everybody with positivity. Let's think it hard. Oh, grow, Charles. But I haven't got it. So it is what it is. Hey, everybody can be forgiven. Somebody has forgiven a rapist. Somebody has. Maybe I wouldn't, but somebody else may forgive him. Should somebody? Okay, let's say a girl put a man in prison and he didn't rape her, and he gets out and he said, "I forgive her." She didn't deserve it, but she still got it. So it happens. People have been murdered, and the family of the murdered victim will say, "I forgive you." So it takes great strength to do that. I'm not saying you have to do it. I'm not saying they deserve it, but you can still give it as a blessing. So I'm just using it to be positive, man, because in war, I could have killed somebody's son, but the mother could say, I forgive you for shooting my son. I mean, it is what it is. People do. Some ants. I've killed lots of ants, and they were like, "You know what? We forgive you for killing it." It is what it is. Everybody can't have that altruistic nature, but it is. It is. Luke Skywalker forgave his father, Darth Vader, for killing all the kids. He killed the younglings. It is what it is. Leah never did, but in the book she did later in life, and named her son Anakin. But this doesn't exist anymore because this is called the Legends universe. Sorry, but it is what it is. You can forgive or you not forgive. I'll forget before I forgive. If people don't know, I'm not very forgiving either. I'm unforgiving, like the movie, which is a great movie. You should watch it. But when they killed Morgan Freeman, Clint Eastwood didn't forget none of you. He didn't forget none of them. He went and shot the whole town up. It was a great scene. Google that scene in Unforgiven, and it showed it was. I don't know who directed that movie, but it sure was a great one. So listen, I've had a very great positive interaction with some sisters today. I just wish I had more people to hop on. I wish somebody wanted to hop on and talk with me. And if you haven't had a positive interaction, say you haven't. But me, I've had a positive interaction. Oh, this has been great. This has been therapeutic. This has been fun. I'm gonna keep going. Forgiveness sometimes creates a false sense of morality for some people. That's true. Probably. I got to think about that statement. So you saying we forgive somebody, they think that they're moral people or they were good, or what does that mean? I don't know. I gotta think about that. Elaborate on that for me, Neon Eyes. I feel like forgiving let people off the hook. I actually don't even like the word. I said I forget before I forgive. I'm telling you, people know me. I forget. I'm not the best forgiver. No, man. I'm kind of revengeful. I'm gonna get you. I'm sorry. If I had to wait 20 years and climb through shit to do a deed, I'd do it. You don't know me. Even though I'm nice as hell. Don't take my kindness for weakness. Don't ever call me out because I'm dumb. I'm running to you. I run to you, and you better end me because I'm gonna end you. Damn it. Sorry. What's up, GK? Black Americans are so injured. It may too far gone. Too many little boys have been abused by women and little girls abused by men. That's true. I mean, I can't speak for everybody, but don't mean we can't try to foster a sense of love. Doesn't mean we can't throw some love out there, and that's what I'm about. So, and people feel how they feel, but in this place, in this space, in Charles's world, I want people to love each other, and I'm gonna just stay optimistic with that. And I forget a lot. See, I can't forget, but I sure forget. I can forget about what you did to me. You better hope, when I start remembering, I'm gonna want to race so I don't hurt you, because I don't want to hurt you. That's just me though. It's too much greatness. It's too much beautifulness. It's too much wonderfulness. What's up, JT, the underrated darkness? My brother, nothing but much love for you. My brother GK, nothing but love for y'all. I laugh when I hear, especially when I hear somebody say they're pro-black, say I've never had a positive interaction with a black man. I don't know why anybody would ever make that delusional statement. It's crazy to me. And if you're gonna be pro-black, be pro-black. Don't Let's not cause dissension. Let's get people to work together. But people say crazy things, and it's weird to me. And Nikki says, I feel like people don't forgive are always criticized as if we have to forgive. No, you don't gotta forgive shit. You don't. I mean, it's great if you do, but I ain't forgiving a motherfucking thing. Fuck you. I'm joking. I'm joking. But I feel like that a lot. You do me dirty, I'm not gonna forget it. I'll just leave you alone and wish you love from afar and stay on my world. Does that sound contradiction? Does it sound like that's not Charles? But it is Charles. I tell people, I did a video saying I'll forget before I forgive you. So damn it, I forget easily. So that's the great thing about me. I hope you can forgive me when I put the Street Fighter whooping on your ass. Yeah, I hear you, brother. I hear you, brother. Oh man, okay, we can get it in. We can get it in. You got me, Gina the Shark. You got me, man. Hold on. We gonna do this. Let me see if I ordered it already. Did I do something wrong? No, I mean I'm messing up everything. Let me check because you still hear me, but I want to see something because I thought I ordered it. Oh, but right now. There we go. I'm glad you said something. I got it. It's gonna be delivered today. 37.84. Yeah. So that was Prime now. Here we go. Okay. Got you. 29 and tip. Oh no tip. We gotta change that. We're not tipping. We're not tipping. How much tip you for? Sorry, you guys got me on the sidetrack. Edit the tip. Don't let me edit the tip. How can I edit the tip? I don't want to tip. Okay, edit. It won't let me edit the tip, damn it. Oh, okay. Maybe I'm doing something wrong I haven't figured out yet. Okay, there we go. Now I can do it. Now I can do it. That's okay. Let's edit this. Yeah, there we go. Edit. Here we go. I'm doing a lot of talking because GK got me hyped up. Apply. So it's $29.499 delivered. Total for tip $3. Tip zero, so it's $38 and damn, a lot of money. Oh, there's $3 tax and $4.99 delivery fee. And it will let me see if I can edit it. Anything that's gonna always cost $4.99 today? I guess it is. Okay. Continue. So 12 to 2. 12 to 2. Place your order. $38.30. Just for you, GK. Yeah. Hold on. See if I can put it in the chat. Put it in the chat so you know I ain't playing, man. I should have did this the other day. What item purchased? See if it show up in the chat so you know I ain't playing. So up in the chat. Dirty in the bank. Dirty, what you think? I'm doing some dumb stuff. Hold on. See if it show up in the chat. Boom. One Street Fighter anniversary Street Fighter 3. Yeah. Yeah, we can get it in. What's up, Quad B? You know what? Man, you are Quad B. People are sleeping on you, man. I really appreciate all the knowledge you put out with your lovely Mrs. Quad. It was a wonderful video, and I appreciate you, brother. And I just went on a tangent because GK called me out about that Street Fighter, so I had to make sure I looked it up and I said, oh yeah, they got it on Prime now, so I can get it in 2 hours. So it's 10:40. I have it by 2. I'll get a little. I'll be up to play it and get my ass kicked or kick his ass. Somebody gonna kick somebody, but that's all I know. But anyway, I thank you, Melinda. I totally agree. I've had so many positive interactions with with black men, or at Quad B with JT or GK. Even if people disagree, it's still, as long as we can be civil with our disagreement, it's a positive interaction. And I've had positive interactions with women. I've never, not saying I haven't had bad experiences with women, but it's been way more beautiful experiences than not. And even when women have negative things to say about brothers, I listen to them and I learn from it, and I use that as a positive experience to grow and see how I can better interact with them. So, like I said, I'm just happy for anybody to stop by my hangout, and this is a positive interaction. This is great. And that's why I love so many people. And that's why I just want to come on and talk. And it blows my mind that anybody could ever say they're pro-black and then say I've never had a positive interaction with a black man. That's crazy to me. That's like uh, Malcolm X saying, "Yeah, I love black people, but black women they suck." Or that makes no sense. Either you're together or you're apart. So you know, I'm always looking forward to you, Quad B, man. You put out a lot of knowledge, man, and I hope more people need to stop sleeping. I gotta share you more. I shared more. I gotta go like on a plague with it. I gotta share it like a disease. I gotta share it like it's the best thing on the planet Earth. And I know BGS, he kind of puts you out there, but I just I'm different because I like a lot of brothers, other people. I like brothers that don't even get along, so it doesn't matter to me. I listen to people that hate each other, and I like them both. And I just try to stay Switzerland. But people say you gotta choose a side. I say I choose my side then, and y'all can all hate me. And I just like you all from afar. But I just think life is great. I've had a This has been a fantastic day, man. This has been quite wonderful. Too bad I can't get any other women who don't like black men to hop on. I would love for a woman who has had a positive interaction with a black man to tell me why. I would love to hear it. If you want to hop on, you can drop your email in the chat, and I'll let you go on and talk, men or women. If you're a black man, if you've never had a positive interaction with a black woman, I'd love to hear it. And if you're a black man or a black woman who's never had a positive interaction with a black, either vice versa, black man or black woman, I'm perplexing myself with my tongue. I'm getting twisted with my tongue twister. My tongue's gonna get a blister because this Mister should have been sinister. I don't know. As I get rhyme. I'm just joking. Um, oh man, life is great. DC Kool-Aid Lisa popped on. Hey, what's going on? I would love to hear anybody's perspective, because I've always had positive interactions with so many different people, and for me to say I've never had a positive interaction with uh, any group of any person would be crazy. I've had positive interactions with uh, Eskimos. I've had dogs, bears, men, women, different ethnic groups. So I've never not had lions, tigers, and bears. Oh my! I'm just joking. But for people to say that, especially when somebody, this is really, if you don't know who said it, I'm not going to name it, but one uh, sister said, "I've never had a positive interaction with a black man," and and when she said that, she was in a dialogue with black men, and it was like, wow, they're being real cool with you, and they're being real polite and kind with you. So how could you ever say that? That's crazy. That's ludicrous. That's really is. It tells you that everybody, even though they have a mouthpiece, probably shouldn't have a mouthpiece. But I want everybody to speak, because everybody deserves the chance to be heard. That's what I believe. I believe that people should speak. Um, Thank you, Neon Eyes. I love Black Men Laugh Aloud. So that's not my conversation. I've had the honor of speaking on BGS's panel, the Men Think Other and it was great. Yes, I was off, and I was like, yeah, I should hop back on, but I was busy. How can anyone say they never had a positive interaction with a black man? How old is this person? I think they're in their 30s, and this person is really being talked about in the circles today because of her interactions with another prominent black pro-black YouTuber. So hint, hint, you get it is. And the interaction was with somebody else, and it was crazy to me. So I'm not saying a name, but you know who it is, because I don't like to say people put it in a negative light, or even if it's detrimental. But somebody else can say it. So okay, if you want to come on and chit chat, I'd love to hear you talk. I love to listen. This is great. So I'm sending it to you now, brother Quad B. I'm sending it to you now. Um, Give me a second. I love to hear it, man. I love to hear other people. I love to. It's what it should be. We should all be growing and learning and interacting. Why is it tripping? I don't know why it's tripping. But hold on, Regular Gmail. Give me 1 second. I'll make it happen. I'll make it happen. My analytical mind, that would make it work. Somehow I'll put it together and I will drop you the link. It will work. Oh man. Anyway, I'm always thinking it's crazy whenever somebody says I've never had a positive interaction. How could you ever say something so crazy? So crazy. Give me 1 second. 1 second. And I will make it work. I will make it work. I will make it come together. I will bring us together. Like the Beatles. Come together right now. I'm joking. Oh man. I tell you, man, this has been a great experience. And I just wish some ladies to get on and say what they have to say. So, Brother Quad, I sent you the link. You feel more than free to come on and speak because I love to learn from my elder brother with way more experience and intelligence and things than I, the journalist extraordinaire. Oh, man. Whew. I think I'm going to turn my AC up now. I'm starting to get a little chilly. Oh, I hope this sounds better. Ladies, I'm really appreciative that you guys come and say what you say because this has been a positive experience with me. And I just don't get it. I will never understand why somebody would ever say they've never had a positive experience with a black man. Because I've had, oh yeah, this is Neon Eyes' birthday today? Happy birthday. Whoever birthday is. It's Neon Eyes' birthday today? Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Fantastic, beautiful, wonderful Neon Eyes. Happy birthday to you. That was a horrible birthday song. I could have sung it really, really well. But we'll do it again. Make it sound sexy. I'm doing the R&B style. I say, happy birthday, hey, hey. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Yeah, 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 yeah. I say, happy birthday. Day. All right, I'm done. Whew. What's up, Brother T? What's going on, man? How you feeling, man? Just having fun, man. Just say happy birthday to Neon Eyes. What's up, Brother Quad B? How you doing, brother?
Hold on before I.
Take your time.
Yeah, hey, how you doing?
I'm doing fantastic.
Good. I'm having to hide my ugly mug this morning or this afternoon because I'm dealing with the touch of the flu and and I haven't shaved at all. And although I would love not to shave, but you know how it is when you go looking for another gig and whatnot, you gotta try to look young, but I don't think it works. But
I hear you.
So, yeah. So anyway, how you doing?
Man, whenever I interact with you, I'm doing fantastic. I feel wonderful. I feel wonderful.
Well, at least I don't feel guilty about taking time off of work to do this. Of course, they didn't have a whole lot for me to do anyway, but they paid me. I can't complain. So how you been, man? It's been. First of all, by the way, I want to thank everybody for the love, all the love that everybody gave to myself and Mrs. Bamboozled, Quad B, whatever you want to call us. Mrs. Bamboozled had a great time, and we hope to do more of these, live streams where we're talking about stuff. And it's funny too. I wanted to say that. I was talking to someone on LinkedIn, a guy I know in Colorado, and he had seen a message, an internal message in an internal private group, professional group, where I mentioned having a hard time finding work and that I was 58. And he messaged back, among other things, that, well, you're 50. You shouldn't tell your age, right? I'm like, yeah. And then he said, millennials don't like, but he said something to the effect of millennials don't like working with or for or under older people. To which I emailed back to him, millennials need to get the hell over themselves because one day they're going to get old too,
Yeah.
if they live long enough. And I don't know whether he's talking about black millennials, white millennials, or millennials in general. But anyway, that was his take, and I had to answer that. So, and I'm hoping the millennials or Gen Xers that make up my audience don't have that attitude toward older people on their jobs, you know, because we have experience. Let's face it, we have several more trips around the sun than you do. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. So we don't know how to do Visual Basic within Microsoft Word. Okay. So what? We can still give you some life lessons as we, you know, work together. So anyway, I just wanted to say that.
Oh, I totally agree. As my elder, I can learn from you, and you can learn from a child, and you can learn from the elders. So never negate the experience of somebody else, because every interaction can be a learning experience. And if somebody is qualified to be in a certain position, I don't mind working for them. However, I really don't enjoy working for people who are not qualified. That's just me. But if they have the management skills and they're willing to learn, I can accept unqualified people, because that lets me know they're willing to take a hit and learn with the team, and that can be acceptable. Yeah, I think that we live in a system that we need to change, because we have some of the most wisest people who should be managers and supervisors or CEOs that are put out the pasture, when they could really, because they've been around and they know the situation better, they could make it better for all employees and grow businesses. But the greed and the desire to be in charge and to push people out of the pasture too fast is what is detrimental, and why a lot of these situations in corporations and businesses are failing, because you're getting rid of the experience and nobody can teach. You know, that's my.
Yeah, ain't that the truth? And oh God, there was another thing I wanted to say, but I'm having another senior moment. It'll come back to me. Oh, now I know what I wanted to say. Who is never having a positive interaction with a black man? Who really?
Who do you think?
Your own father?
Yeah, who do you think said it? I'm not gonna say it, but if you say it, I'll co-sign. You name it, and I'll co-sign.
Oh, you know, I've never had a positive interaction with a black man. What is that's the title of your stream? Yep. Where did that come from?
It came from a pro-black woman who was all the talk about town right now on YouTube. And
really?
You should know who I'm talking about, even though I'm not saying it.
You know, there's a whole lot of characters on YouTube. You're gonna have to give me a better hint.
First initial of my first name.
What's that?
What's my first initial of my name? See, okay, there you go.
Oh,
okay, you got it.
You know, this is somebody I really don't know that well. I don't follow, so I got an idea.
Yeah, but it was in a chat, and yes, you ought to said it in the chat. I'm just not saying the name because I don't want to.
Okay, that's all right. That's all right.
It was crazy, because she was having a civil dialogue with another YouTuber. It was really a civil conversation. They were dialoguing well. But in the comment, just out of the blue, she said, "I've never had a positive interaction with a black man." And I was listening. I was like, "That's crazy." And I thought, talk about that. Why would you? Right now, you're talking to a black man, and you guys are talking positive. It would be better, like, you know, this is unusual. It would have been different. She said it's unusual for me to have a civil conversation with a black man, but for you to say that when you're talking to a black man, I would have been like, "What are you talking about? Isn't this civil? Isn't this a positive interaction? I'm not cursing you out, and we're learning and we're growing." And that's crazy to me.
You know, yeah, really. And you talk about this system we're in. There's a gentleman I follow on Twitter, and and he talks about dealing with white supremacy. And I'm going to read something that he talks about. He says, "The minute I get on this app and see the usual talk of racism, I get drained. I get drained all because although racism is a real thing, there's ways to get results in spite of it. Knowing is half the battle. Moving accordingly is the remainder. That's one tweet. Then the next one. There are white people who reconcile their mediocrity by imagining too much is being done for non-white people. The truth is they simply lack what it takes to advance in a system where psychologically, if nowhere else, they hold the upper hand. What I mean by that is that non-white people concede to whites all the time. I often say white privilege is simply getting the benefit of the doubt. Non-whites generally assume every white person has money and access, which is far from the truth. However, that assumption can be powerful. Now, here's the coup de grace. For this reason, I will use white faces strategically to nullify natural resistance to my leadership. Most savvy Black people do. Think about that. In order to expedite things, utilizing a white front, quote unquote, puts other whites at ease and puts non-whites in their place, so to speak. Chew on that for a minute. Because I keep hearing all this stuff about dismantling white supremacy and this and that. And what are you going to replace it with? I don't know.
They haven't thought that far. People just use it to try to find an enemy to unite people, but then instead of uniting people, like if your job is to unite all Black people, then why would you attack a Black man or a Black woman if you're trying to connect? That's not how you do it. I don't understand it. And I understand how you can use the white face to promote something, but sometimes you need to just focus on your people and connect them.
Oh yeah,
and then figure out how we can work it out in whatever system, and then within, how can we change it from within without causing war?
Yeah, it's you got to be Charles. You got to be strategic about it. Look, I'm a child of integration. I've been the raisin in a glass of milk my whole life. Okay, so for you to tell me that white people are this or white people are that, I've got people who are white who know me, who know how I am, who have done. I had a white dude call me 20 years ago, hire me, or just about give me a gig, okay? Because he knew we had worked together and we also played softball together. A lot of this is based on relationships, and if you don't, a lot of times you got to and I know it's easy for me to say since I grew up in integrated environments, but I mean, at some point you got to figure out, okay, how am I going to do this? If you want to work if you want to get some of what so-called white supremacy has and take it and bring it to your community and work with it. Yeah. And I even heard Minister Japp say this when he and Angry Man had the Angry Church. Okay. Minister Japp said, look, we can either fight a war or we can go get the money. Yeah, I would rather get the money.
I agree with that.
I'm done for
now. I don't have any argument. Like, listen, enemy or not, you can have whatever view you want, but my job is to live the best life that I can, and that everybody that I love and I'm connected to, and my people live the best life. So why would you fight a war that you can't win? Like, that's stupid. That's suicide. So why would people ever promote that? I would never promote suicide. Unless there's no other alternative, then I understand that. If you're fighting for the death, then I understand that. But if you have a different choice and there's a way that you can survive and prosper, then you survive and prosper, and then you get strategic. Tactics work sometimes, but sometimes you gotta have a long-term strategy.
That's right.
For winning, and you just you do some Sun Tzu, you do some hard stuff, you do some Machiavelli, and you just sit back and wait until you can do what you need to do to win. And play chess, but some people don't know how to play chess. That's the problem, So, and I agree with you. But getting back to the subject, it is amazing.
Go ahead. Yeah. I'd heard you talk about before you go on. Yada said, I thought he said he was raised in a glass of milk. No, Yada, I was not raised in a glass of milk. No, that was raisin in a glass of milk. It's a metaphor kind of thing. But anyway, go ahead, man.
Anyway, it just always blows my mind how so many people instead of trying to cause unity, they cause dissension, and then they say they're down for the cause. Well, if you separating people, then you're not really down for the cause. Because if if you're trying to win for a cause, you want everybody who's part of the cause to be a part of the group. You don't. Now, I understand you kicking people out the group that are detrimental to what you're trying to do, but you don't cause dissension unless you need to have dissension. You know what I mean? Some people cause it for no reason, and that's what confuses me. It always blows me away that people operate like that. You know, it's weird to me. I don't get it. It makes no sense to me, and I find some stuff to be perplexing. Perplexing as all get out. How I don't understand. So many people think so many things, but what you should be thinking is how can I cause my people, black people, to work together, and how can I work in a way that's conducive in this system? Because I don't know how to change it. Yeah, that's what you should do. Until we can find a way to promote a better system, let's use the system we got to be best for us. And that's all you got. Some type of food, you got to figure out how you're gonna eat this food, even though you don't want to. Because I got to survive. Survival is number one. Survival is number one. And anybody who argued that, I can't relate to it. Because I want to survive, and I want to see my children survive, and I want to see my family's children survive, and I want to see my children's children survive. So, hey, what's up, brother JT? How you doing, man?
I'm good. Peace to the brother Quad B. Long time don't hear from you, brother.
Yeah, man. How you doing, Mr. Underrated Darkness? How you doing?
I'm fine. Was on Prophet of Thought not too long ago?
Yes, I was talking about black man's mental health.
Because somebody told me that Quad B's on it. They trying to get your attention. You know, Underrated Darkness asked about you, but you didn't know. But I missed it with you and the other half and everything. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry I missed it and everything. But to get back to that thought, I didn't mean to disturb you because I'm 52. And so my thing is about I do talk about white supremacy, and I think we do have to bring up about the same thing they be doing. They just monolize it. But this is me. Instead of think about what they do, that I always say this, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart, that wherever benefits we get it from the system, get it. But at the same time, let's build for our system.
Right.
And when I don't know what's going to happen in my lifetime, but then when the time comes that we have everything that we built for our system, we can leave that system alone and govern ourselves. And part of that is economics, social, and stuff like that. And I think that for me, that I'm a 60 baby, so I'm not saying that I know everything, but I know about discrimination. I've been through that. Systematic. I know about class. I know about different things. And I have had this certain belief that they are some of us as the people. They don't think they talk in white supremacist viewpoints, but they are. And we got it, and we got to expose them. We have to expose them for who they are because they are slowing the liberation for us as melanin people. Now I know people gonna say, "What about we humans?" Listen, you know me, Charles. I'm not a person that's going to talk. Even Quabi, you probably know about me. There's certain things I'm not going to tell filter. No, I'm going to tell it as it is. Yes, we are human beings, but there are some nationalities still don't think of us as the human race. So if that's going to be, so that means that we have to we have to little by little plan to build our own system. And part of it, like I said, is economic, social, spiritual, you name it. We got to build our own. And that's it. And the ones who want to be in alignment with that, those are the ones who want to be in line. And the ones who don't, goodbye.
Yep. Yeah. It's about playing chess, not checkers, playing the long game. I think ahead to 2118. Okay. I don't know what the United States is going to look like in 100 years, but I want to know that my family, my extended family, whether I have great grandchildren or great grandchildren or not, I want to be sure that they're good, you know? But
Yeah, yeah, you're right.
but
It's just for me. No, go ahead.
can I ask a question? What why is it that gender warring is such a thing? I didn't really get onto YouTube until a year ago. And I noticed that there was a lot of intra-racial gender warring going on. And I'm like, what? What's this all about? And and it seems to get a lot of interest, a lot of people, but
Well,
it just I don't know. It just
well,
go ahead.
I said for me as a man and sisters, and I want you to understand where I'm coming from. Is this that um you got certain identities of white supremacy, the policies is really growing. And it's always been there. And then you got the feminist group and they growing rapidly.
Mm-hmm.
Now they talking viewpoints to talk about killing the black baby, talking about killing the black boy, leaving the girls so they could benefit. Then you have right now that I do security, so I know what I'm talking about. Now you got certain women that have jobs and stuff. If you don't do what they say, like if they report you and stuff like that, not knocking the woman and everything, stuff like that. And I feel that when things happen like that, it's got to be more black women. It's got to be. I put it like this. I'm gonna talk about our people now. It's got to be more sisters to talk about this. It cannot be a lot of brothers because if you've had brothers talk about it, it seems like we picking on them and vice versa. And so for me, it's got to be more sisters to expose it, and it's got to be substantial. It's got to be more, and because I know for me, it's like I'm single, so for me, I run into women that actually talk those points you talk about that do not, they don't see me, but at the same time, they want to date another race. So why the hell you wasting my time then? Why the hell that you talk this point, but the others that you trying to stab me in the back? And I know it happens to black women, so I but throw it out there. Yes, it does. So I'm throwing it out there too. But it seems like it comes to us, it's always a hush, 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 hush. And part of it's a systematic of different policies of white supremacy. And until we understand that clearly, and now you got the millenniums is picking it up right now, it's much more dangerous because I'm talking about our people is breaking up our family, is breaking up the unit, and now we see each other as enemies instead of loved ones building with each other. And I feel that that's why on my channel, like every Sunday, I cook. Every Sunday I do whatever I can. I cook, but it's not like I cook. But the thing about it is all about fellowshipping on the table, fellowshipping with each other to understand that it's going to take us to move on. But
Mm-hmm.
sometimes like messages like with you, Quad, Charles, and I'm talking about other brothers, it's not being talked about. It's not being talked about. So that's when the status come in the picture. And I did a lot about status. So there are some brothers that have status that's they want to gravitate to, and I'm not saying nothing wrong with it, but the brothers that tell the truth, that me, you, and Charles, and like don't sometimes don't have that precise and stuff. They don't gravitate to it, and that's part of gender too that we have to talk about. So it's a broader thing. It's happening, but it's been happening for a long time. But right now, it's really is a mess. And you're right, and we got to talk about it. But a lot of us do not want to be truthful to talk about it, And I'm glad, Charles, that you give me, for a few months ago and tell me to come on and stuff, because stuff like that you talk about, brother Quabi, I've been talking about this for a long time and stuff like that. But it's like, oh, I see what you did, but it's all about changing. It's all about evolving. But we just have to, but we still have to say certain things about white supremacy. And we have to understand too that white supremacy is not run by Europeans anymore. They have help. They got other nationalities. And they using the feminists as one of their viewpoints. And the sad thing about it, they using homosexuality too. And we better talk about that too. Recreation and stuff like that. And I know people say, but no. I'm talking about the policy. I'm talking about legislation. That's what I'm talking about. And I fall back.
Legislation that will economically empower people. I saw a tweet from Kamala Harris this morning that talked about we will not be silent on identity. We will not be silent on what was it? Immigration. We will not. And I'm thinking to myself, what's this got to do with economics? If you're not talking economics, if you're not talking putting money in people's pockets, then you might as well not even be bothered.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't get it.
Yeah.
I mean, to me, economics is where it is. And if you're not talking about figuring out ways for Black people to, economically thrive in this late capitalist system or whatever it is here, then to me, you're not talking about anything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like I always say that, I said to me about white supremacy is the mindset, the symbol, and the legislation. Now, people say, why you say legislation? Part of the legislation is economics.
Mm-hmm.
And it goes hand in hand. And we better understand that. And so when I tell people that, they say, what do you mean about that? I mean, you have to know what's the money is coming in our community, where you live, where you at. You have to know the codes. You have to know who, like the Indians. Like President Obama gave millions of dollars to the Indians, right? So, and that's facts. It's back in, I think, 2013, 14, something like that. And so people want to know why us as Africans in this country is not getting the money. Because go by Dr. Carl Anderson is all about economics, and also it's about the language. It goes hand in hand. Like I told people, go back to 1865 treaty and go to Dr. Carl Anderson. He was talking about like the Indians was enslaving us. And that is true. And that is the one part of our history we better talk about it. But now that you got the $5, the $5 Indians, that people talk about that, oh yeah, we ain't getting none out of it. But part of it is white Indians, because they had indulged with us, in the wrong way, in the devil way and stuff. But that is another conversation. But all that is deals with economics. I tell people this all the time. If you're willing to talk about legislation, you have to talk about economics. It goes hand in hand. Just look at our country. Look at our country. Anything when they developed the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution, guarantee you it got something to do with economics.
What we weren't taught.
What are we going to talk about it? Huh? Go ahead.
No, I'm sorry to cut you off. What we weren't taught was the so-called founding fathers were nothing more than business people who got tired of being lorded over by some faraway monarch. They basically wanted to keep the shit for themselves. So they said, let's start our own country, our own sovereign republic. But the sovereign republic was about business. That, and it's
Right.
been like that ever since. Every policy that most policies of the United States have benefited the people who write the checks, not the people who receive them. Now, for a short time, from say post World War II to maybe 1990, working people actually got some benefit. But by and large, you know, the the investor or industrial, the capitalist class has always been on the top.
Yeah. And
And how
just
do we
like,
get there?
yeah, exactly. That's true. And go more on your point. And I told people this. They see I'm born and raised in New York, so I'm in Virginia now. So I do have some history of New York. When they developed the 13 colonies, people say, "Where do you think that 13 colonies?" Because that is most of the money is from. That's most of the businessmen. They was on that side when they created the United States of America. And then when they start building gold, having start finding gold, that's when the Louisiana Purchase found it, and then that's when they start had settlers and they start building other side here. But I like told people that's where the money was at. Well, if you think about that's when they created the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution.
Mm-hmm.
That's part like the 13 colonies. And and they thing was like really spread about like you go more one more point what you're saying. It's all about economics. And the people always want to talk about the Indians, and Indians. But people, I want y'all to understand this. They also slave um they also enslave us in certain parts of the 13 colonies anyway. Anytime. It just that we have some business, but at the same time we was slave. And then at the same time we did and us actors we did die, within the 13 colonies too. That picture they don't want you to know. But it was a very screwed policy what happened within the 13 colonies that I think that some of us are people with that we need to talk more about that too, especially us as Africans and understand too that there are Indians was also always was benefited from economics.
Mm-hmm. I think we're
Always.
okay. I think we're getting off the topic of the.
No, I didn't mean to get off the topic.
No, no,
No, I
no,
didn't mean
no,
to get
no,
off the
no. I
topic.
go.
Now, I mean
I'm
to go off the
sorry.
topic and everything, but at the same time, it deals with gender too, because at the time they said it was, they think the white women was a benefit at the time, but they was benefit, and so, but at the same time, it's all about economics too, because economics plays a big role of the gender war too.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I was told that feminism was a reaction to being abused by women's reactions to being abused by their significant others, their husbands or whatever. Okay, I get that. But now is it going to a place where they want supremacy, female supremacy? Let me tell you something. I was laying again. I'm off of work today. Well, I'm not. I'm in between again, but I also had a little bit of a touch of the flu. So I woke up and I watched the Today Show, and I remember what happened to Matt Lauer. You remember him? He got Me Too'd.
Yes.
And now I look at the Today Show. Nothing but white women hosting this thing. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
that's interesting. Not a single male on the set.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was interesting. I don't know if that has anything to do with anything, but I just thought that was interesting. I hadn't seen the Today Show on NBC in a while.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah, but see, this is the question, brother Quad B, and I put this out to the black woman. Now, everybody, young women say, talking about women inclusion. Okay, we understand that. Why, if it's more white women, right? Why some black women can say is this outrageous?
Mm-hmm.
And to me, sometimes I just get to right now. They said, please, JT, talk. I don't want to talk because wherever we ever know white supremacy, one way or the other, they gonna let you see it. Now it's up to you to talk about it and to do whatever you can to fix that. That's on us. But this been happening for a long time, and then we you know, a lot of our women are very talented, but these white women it's part of white privilege. It's like, okay, I'm I'm a woman. I ain't gonna say I ain't a woman. I'm a man. I'm just saying I'm a woman. Okay, I'm down with white supremacy and feminists. Okay, I ain't gonna get what I want, and I'm gonna use these black women to get my numbers up. So when the time that if I want that job and I want that prestige position, I'm gonna cut your asses out because you not part of the club.
Okay. JT, I want to ask
But
you.
they've been doing this for a long time. It's modernized right now, bro. That's all it is.
Can you hear me?
Okay.
Hey, JT, I want to ask you some questions. I'm enjoying listening to you guys dialogue, but I'm going to get back to the subject. When
Okay.
a woman, let's say we're talking about black women now, right now. What do you think would make a woman say she's never had a positive interaction with a black man?
Well, that could be me. I think for me, I really don't follow Cynthia G, but I do hear her married. I
Oh,
think,
her. Okay.
yeah, Cynthia G, yeah, her. So I've never really like it because my spirit was not me, but I think what it is that they are like, and they go well. There's some of us are talking white supremacist viewpoints, and it become part of our life that is taking away the love for our own for each other that we always exist with each other in the past. And now, if it happens one or twice in your lifetime, yeah. But when it comes part of your life, and the thing is, it's premeditated. Now, if it's premeditated, I don't have no respect for you. She don't want to. She don't want to be part of what we talk about as is this channel chart that you always talk about love. You always talking about building. You always talking about interact with the black man, the black woman. That's what you all about. And talking about throughout humanity. That's what you all about. But she's not all about because she's been practicing this for a long time. So to me, I don't have no respect for her. I don't want to be around her because when you say that, that means that you want me to be dead. I am nothing to you. I'm not part of humanity.
Do you think that
That's
a
what I
person
see.
can a person be pro-black and not black man or woman and not love the opposite, the other gender? Like, can you be a pro-black, a woman who says she's pro-black and not love black men? Is that possible?
In their mind, they want to have it both ways. But you cannot have it both ways. It's like this. Do I love you, black woman, or I hate you, black woman? They got to ask that question. You can't play both sides. But I'm going to say in status quo, that's how they feel. I could preach pro-black if I want to. But if I hate you, I hate you. No, you can't. No. You cannot have it both ways. You can't. It's got to be one way. You got to pick one way or the other. But these are Paul Black Charles. They've been doing this for a long time. If it's like this, Charles, if I say I hate you, Charles, many a time, you ain't gonna want to be around me.
Yeah, it's true.
Because I don't respect your existence. I don't respect your humanity. Why you want to be around me, Charles? I don't even want to be around myself if I say something like this. And that is the problem because we do not expose these pro-black as we should. It's deeper, Charles. It's deeper.
Let me ask a question. So I'm gonna make a statement and ask a question. Well, is it possible that it's a question really? Is it possible that somebody doesn't know that they don't love themselves, but they try to act like they do? Is it possible?
That ain't possible.
You understand what I'm saying? Can somebody act like they love themselves, but in all actuality, they don't?
You can go ahead, Quad B, my brother. You can go ahead.
Is it? Repeat the question, because
Okay.
I'm getting thrown. I hate to say this. I'm getting thrown off by some feedback going on.
Yeah, some feedback for real. Somebody's really loud. I'm turning down my volume. So my question is this: is it possible for somebody to somebody could say that they're pro-black, but they really don't like black people? Or can somebody say that they love themselves, but they really hate who they are? Is that possible? Does that make sense, Brother Quad?
It makes sense. I guess they'd be crazy. They sound crazy to me, but I guess. But I also wonder sometimes, and again, I having worked in media in my past life, sometimes I wonder if people say these things like, I've never had a positive interaction with a black man, just for attention, just for views. Yeah. Do you really believe? Am I supposed to really believe that? If you haven't, then how come? Why haven't you ever had a positive interaction with a black man? That's a question I would ask. I'd ask the why, the how. Okay, you told me the what. Now what? Why? And I might have to call BS on it. I mean, if you had did you have a father? Did he? If you did, I don't know.
The father's referred to as sperm donor. I've heard it from several women, and from this one, she said that. So I think it starts with. Okay,
I'm talking about this individual.
I'm talking about that individual.
I don't know her
background. The sperm donor.
I don't know her background. I don't know who she is for real. But for this individual to say that sounds like some BS designed to get people into her, just to get views. I guess I'm cynical that way. How do you really never had a positive Did you have any black teachers? Did you have a black pastor? Do you have black uncles? Do you have a black grandfather? I mean, come on.
Yeah, I agree. I totally agree. I just find it to be like ludicrous, silly, and kind of delusional. And I guess I'm not the best at marketing, but it's a hell of a marketing ploy if that's what you're trying to do. It'll make you want to come listen, see where did this come from. And I just thought it was something worth talking about because that's preposterous to me. It's like me saying I never had a positive interaction with a woman in my life, and that's crazy because somebody said hello one time to you. Somebody being kind is being positive, and that's all it takes is one instant. But some people, all they focus on is the bad. I'm not focused on the bad. I'm here to focus on the good. Okay, I've had way more good than bad.
Can I say this? What if I said on my YouTube channel, I've never had in 58 years, I've never had a positive interaction with a black woman? Would anybody, given the fact that I was on a hangout with my wife, do you think anybody would believe that?
No.
I mean,
I wouldn't even stoop that low to say something like that. I don't get it. And it seems like I don't know. It just seems like we as a people love drama instead of getting down to the real hard work of building up a community, building up possibly a nation, over the long haul.
I agree.
I guess what I'm saying is the gender warring, the constant talk of white folks racism, they're not going to change. So we have to work around it. I guess that's where I'm coming from.
We're from the same page. When it comes to me, I'm never about negativity. I've never engaged in a gender war. I don't have any hatred to a woman. I love the ladies. However, what I want is more of I want more women to want to come to my page and talk. I love BGS for women. They have the ladies talking, and I would love to be able to dialogue with the ladies more and more. But even if we have different perspectives, we can still talk civilly and be amicable with each other to grow and to learn and to foster some type of mutual respect. But creating that type
Right.
of environment is kind of it's difficult. And you know, I'm the most unknown person on YouTube that's known. That's the
No,
hardest part to get people to want to talk to me. But
dude, I think I got you beat as the most unknown known person. I
well,
think I got you beat.
okay, if you want to say so.
Me too. No, I got don't. Me too. Me too.
But anyway, I'm just really trying to foster interaction, and if I can do it in any which way, even if it's small, that's what I'm with. And I know a lot of people talk about women this, women that, but I love ladies. So if I make a joke about ladies just to get them to react, but it's not never to be detrimental or to change who they are. I just want women to understand men, and I want men to understand women. And I have my own perspectives, but just because it's my perspective it doesn't mean I'm right. And I'm with you, Quad. I'm just trying to figure out how can we make us as a people grow, and how can we interact with other groups as long as we gotta live in this world, because other people are gonna exist. We can't live in an isolated bubble. It can't be just black people. We're gonna have to always deal with other people, and we need to create some type of conduct so we can interact civilly and humanely whenever possible. That's just my belief, without trying to oppress the oppressor. You know what I mean? That's what I want.
Yada said she may have meant romance-wise. Okay, if that's what she meant, rather than mean it, say it. If that's the case, then say it. That's all you got to do. Because
I don't buy it.
But then again, I don't know. maybe not. But if that is the case, say it.
Yeah, I agree.
There's a lot of nuance. There's a lot of gray in these things, in these conversations. Hey, you see me? I'm getting all crazy now.
Yeah, but I'm saying this. It goes back what you go to Kwabi. If Yala says it's romantic, but it goes back to your point again. Do she have an interaction with a father? Do you have an interaction with your uncle? Do you have, because I know while you growing up, Cynthia, you have to have interaction of a black man. Or maybe you have bad experience, 1 or 2 bad experiences of a black man, and you just stereotype all of this and things like that. So these are the things that have to come in the picture. But at the same time, it's like you running a race, you know you gotta reach to 10, but we're gonna get to 5 and we're gonna start right there. No, the conversation got to go up to 10. That's what I'm coming from. That's what I'm see this what I'm at right now. No, don't make no excuses. I hate excuses. I don't like excuses, because when you make excuses, you're pushing us as melanin people back. We trying to get our economics up. We trying to get our social up. We trying to do what we can to put our family back together. This is not the time to make damn excuses. And I'm tired. And I'm sick and tired of bullshit. I really is. And then, but at the same time, but I'm gonna throw this out, and then I want your brothers to comment on this. You know, but this is the same. This is the sad thing about also too. They are brothers. Think it's okay. They in alignment with that. That's another conversation that we're not talking about. I'm not talking about no drama. I'm just talking the facts. There's a lot of brothers that are in alignment with it.
Oh man.
Hey, underrated. I hear your frustration, and but you know what? Some people you're just gonna have to let go. You know, deal with who you can. I have a family. I have a nuclear family. Okay, I'll start with them. And let's put it like this: we always talk about the individual versus the collective, but you can't have a healthy collective first without healthy individuals. Okay. And I'll start with my family and then move out from there. But that's all. And if we all do that, we'll be okay. We'll be okay. But a lot of us will not. And unfortunately, you know, even Phil from the advice show, as much as he loves his people, he said, man, we're going to have to let some of these folks go. We're going to have to let some of these folks go their own way. Yeah. You know? but underrated. I hear your frustration, and this is just one YouTuber who gets a lot of views and got a lot of, and I guess that's her shtick. But I don't know. Human nature, what it is, being what it is, we're attracted to drama.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, and I feel frustrated because it is frustrating because I have people say, "What are you supposed to do? We want this person to step up and be righteous. We want this person," but at the same time, you got some people, there's some brothers and even some sisters that are stepping up to do it, but they don't get enough support. But when it comes to this gender war and everything else, there's certain people are silent. And they're not just silent to make excuses. They want to be silent. And that's, to me, excuse my language, that's some fucking bullshit. Fuck that. You being silent, that we being slaughtered in many ways, especially damn economics, but at the same time, a person like CKG or anybody else, leave this sister. I heard brother say, you need to leave that sister alone. She putting us in check. She want us. I said, do you know she talking white supremacist viewpoints? Dummies. And to me, I'm sorry. As a black man, I'm a human being. If there's something that gonna hurt our people, I have the right to speak on it. Because if I don't speak on it, what kind of person who I am?
Yes, that's true. But then, is that going to change? Yeah, but speaking out on something can only take you so far. It's up to people like her to decide that she's going to change up her game, even if it costs her subscribers and views. Okay, it's up to her to change her game. I can't worry about what somebody else is going to do. I can speak out on it, but otherwise, I'm not going to give myself a coronary worrying about. Another black woman of all people. White people give us enough of a hard time, and now I'm gonna get a coronary over some woman who has a popular YouTube channel bashing black men. Yeah, I ignore people like that. Here's the thing. I've told people in the media, people complain to me about media, complain about media. I've worked in it. I was in newspapers. I've been acquainted with people in television and in radio. And I'll tell you, the worst thing you can do to them is ignore them. This means no eyeballs, no ears, no butts in the seat, and ratings go down and advertisers go elsewhere. That's what you do. And I'm just talking about it now she can still talk what she wants, and yeah, she'll probably have a few followers or whatever, but from my perspective, people like that have to be ignored. I can't drag her into thought, into speech, raw, incorrect speech jail. So I just ignore them. That's just me.
Yeah. Yeah, I know what you're saying. You're absolutely right.
I know you're angry. And see, that's the problem. A lot of us get angry.
Because you know why? Because I understand what you're saying. You are absolutely right, and I'm with you on that. But see, I call these people character hoppers. They talk one thing and they do the other.
Right.
Oh, we need to do this and that and everything, but this person say things that discriminatory as far as the people. Why are you not speaking up on it? I don't know, so I get to right now, and you absolutely right. Now for me, I gotta work on and say, look, this what you believe in. I'm not trying to change you. I'm never trying to change a person. This what you believe, but don't come to me. If you want help.
Underrated.
Don't come to me. Don't.
Okay. Underrated. If I were to have this individual on my tiny little platform, I would ask her straight up, do you believe half the stuff that you spew, or is it just for entertainment purposes? Do you really believe a lot of it? If she says yes, I'll be like, okay. Or if she admits no, but I got to get views somehow, and I'm like, okay, I get it, but it's not a good. So in other words, it's your audience that's driving this. We got to change the mindset of your audience, and that's a harder thing to do.
Yep. This.
I'll say this. Some people really, really believe their own rhetoric. I just typed it in the chat. But I think sometimes people, even if they don't believe it, once you say stuff so much, you start to believe it. That's why I believe in speaking positivity. Because if you start saying that you're awesome to yourself, sooner or later you might believe you're awesome. Just like if you start saying negative stuff, sooner or later your life becomes negativity. So I'm all about positivity. I think everybody's awesome. I feel that, man, JT, you're an incredible human being and you got the right heart. Quad B, you, my main man, you put out a lot of great information. And I like anybody who comes by just to my channel, because it's a blessing and it's a pleasure, and I really, really appreciate it. So even though sometimes we will say things here that will be offensive, I'm not trying to be offensive to anyone. I'm just trying to educate, grow, learn, and love people. That's what I'm about. So that's why I'm really, really happy when anybody comes, and I never stop people from saying what they have to say. Even if I agree or disagree, I will let people speak as long as they're not disrespectful or truly offensive to other people, because I believe that every voice should be heard, even the dissenting voices, even the voices that may be a tad bit negative, because we need to understand other people's views, agree or disagree, right or wrong. They have the right to be heard. Now, just don't, super hate, then I got to shut that down. But you can talk about anything you want, even people that I don't agree with. You guys can come on and speak. So feel free. If you ever want to reach out and hop on, shoot your email and I'll bring you in, because I'm not going to ostracize you, because you might get into a great argument and learn something, and I may learn something from you. And that's the end of my spiel. But continue, fellas.
Charles, I got a phone call I got to return, so I'm gonna have to jump off here. JT, thank you very much, Charles. Thank you. How long do you think you might be on?
I'm probably about to end it right now, man, because I'm getting hungry and it's time for me to eat. Yada made first that I ran out to eat, but it's about that time, Yada. So I'm about to go eat some donuts and some cookies. I'm joking, but I'm joking.
And I want to say hello to viewers of you. How you doing? And it's how you doing? And Charles, thanks very much for having me.
It's a pleasure, brother.
Pleasure. So let me hop off of here and go holler at this other brother that's been trying to call me, and hopefully we'll do this again soon.
Okay, Quad B.
Hey, JT, do you go by JT or underrated? Under.
No, my initial. See, Charles knew me as JT because I would say that's my initial JT, but my channel is the Underrated Darkness.
Oh, the Underrated Darkness. Oh, but you're JT. Okay, got it. I wasn't JT, quite. Yes. You're JT. Okay, got it. Yeah. All right, you guys. Well, take care. I hope I help somebody out here on this.
But it's a blessing. Yeah, but it's a blessing to hear from you, Quad. And then you keep on doing you and your wife. I gotta miss that. I gotta push it. I gotta get that so I can listen to it. But
it's on more stuff. It's on my. It's on. Look, it's on my channel. It's there.
What's your channel? What's the name? Well, I don't think I can.
It's Quad.
Oh, same thing. Okay.
Yeah, Quad B. It's the 4 B's for Bamboozle Black Baby Boomer.
Oh, okay.
And and you'll see the most recent hangout was me. You'll see the thumbnail of my wife and I, and we talked about a number of things.
Oh, okay. Well, so in a few minutes I'm gonna subscribe to you.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I got some stuff on it, so check it out, family.
Okay. All right. Viewers of you, take care. Have a good one. Charles, you have a good one. And we'll holler at y'all later. Peace.
All right. Hey, JT, you got any last words?
Only I can say thanks again, Charles, for inviting me on.
Oh man, it's always a pleasure, man.
And we support you. and stuff. And I don't care what anybody say. You are, besides a black man, you are a stand-up human being, and I ride for you.
Uh,
I
Thanks, brother.
always did, and I always will. So
Appreciate it.
anybody mess with Charles, you mess with my brother Charles, the underrated one will come. If y'all do not want that black smoke, so leave my brother alone. But leave him alone. Don't. He part of the darkest family. Don't touch him. But at the same time, thank you so much, brother.
Oh,
Keep
man.
on doing what you got to do.
I appreciate it.
Keep on to make us think. Keep on to make us be in the positive mindset for our people and plus throughout humanity. And you should be saluted for that. I want
Thank,
to thank you so much to be in your presence. I am so honored.
thank you, brother. It's reciprocal. Reciprocal. So, hey, let me.
That's it for me.
All right,
You go
brother.
get yourself.
I'm about to. I just want to give some shout outs to people because I love them. Classic Barrister. It's always a pleasure to see you. Top on the chat. Um, a view is a view. You know I love you, Pam. You're awesome. Yada, I love you too. Neon Eyes, you're incredible, and you got to keep keep doing it. Neon Eyes, keep doing it. You making me impressed. um, for everybody who stopped by, it's always a pleasure. Hopefully, I'll get some more ladies to hop on because I want to hear more women's perspective. I keep trying, but I gotta work harder. I got to, and for everybody to stop by, Tara, two different people, it means a lot to me. And just if one person stopped by, it means a lot. Simply Deep. I can go back and look at the chat. Quad B, GK, Nikki, Terry. I appreciate all of you that came by. Um, that's, did I say Brother GK? Man, it's just awesome. DC, TC Cooley and Lisa stopped by. I appreciate that. And I love you all. You're all great. And we need to have more positive interactions with people because we should never, I should never be able to say I've never had a positive interaction with a black woman because I've had too many positive interactions with them. And hopefully one day we can get it there. And if I didn't shout out Brother Terry, Brother Terry, much respect and appreciate everybody. I'll catch you all on the next one, which may be in 2 hours. I'm joking. Thank you, people, and much love to
All
you.
right. All
Feel
right. Peace
free
and chat.
to share, like, and subscribe, or our thumbs down matters not. I still love it, and a view is a view. That's for you, Pam. Take care, people. Thanks, JT. Appreciate you, bro.
All right, peace, brother. As always, big.
All right.